shirt on.
Yeah, he has a shirt on. Hey, what's happening, everybody? So we are here the Thursday before Memorial Day. And I don't know about you out there, but I need a drink. I think these guys need a drink. And we're going to drink, and we're going to talk, and we're going to drink. Speaking of which, obviously, you're on my channel. I am Rajay. Welcome to another Thursday night broadcast. And along with me, two villains in crime here. One from out in Mizzou, the other one from Indiana. Go and introduce yourself, guys. Start with Tom there.
Well, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer out here. I'm speaking to you from Springfield, Missouri at the moment. I'm having the Urban Chestnut Schnickelfritz. It's a classic Bavarian Weiss beer or Hefeweizen. If you want to find my channel on YouTube, just look up the Beer Whisperer. You're going to find me. I got a website. It's tomthebeerwhisperer.com. On Facebook, it's at Tom the Beer Whisperer 1, and now the shameless plugs are over. I'll turn it over to the next guy.
And then across, just really kind of.
Hey, have you guys seen these cans, by the way? These big mouth cans?
No, they look like the Crowler's top cell.
You just pop that top off. It's interesting. Sorry, Jean, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but
There's not beanie weenies in that can, is there?
It's right now, but it does look like that. Just pop up like a can of beanie weenies. That you think about it? Got my Hard Rock wheat glass in.
And then across the state line from me, basically, we have Todd. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Todd. I currently don't have a channel, but if you just like what I have to say and find my personality just bubbling and you can't get enough of me, you usually can find me on Rajay and Tom's channels just hanging out most of the time.
Yeah, don't you have an 800 number, Tom? Like 1-800-BLOW-ME or something like that?
Well, I'm not giving that out until the end. They got to stay until the end to get that number.
1-800-POLISH MY KNOB, I think. Yeah.
And then down on the screen, actually, John was here and he's out. He's running around. He's doing his honeydew list right now, so he'll be back. But we have John H. Pierre from out of the great state of Alabama. And then we have some other people that are supposed to be popping by. We're supposed to have a newcomer on the show tonight. We'll see if he pops in. But so what are you drinking tonight, Todd? We know what Tom's drinking.
Yeah, I'm drinking, and hopefully I don't make anybody mad here. I'm drinking Lagunitas, Davy Murray's best Scotch ale.
Oh, that's a great beer, man. That Scotch ale is wonderful.
I'm going to teach you though, Lagunitas.
Lagunitas. Yeah.
You can show up with the wrong beer.
Well, look at that.
They're like, oh, this guy. It's like Louisville and Louisville.
Look how that Weiss beer looks in that glass.
Louisville or.
Well, I'm about to get fancy on your guys' asses here, so I'm actually going to drink Victory Jubilee, and this is a Brut. On the back, join the Jubilee as we toast the 21 years of victory. This lush and decadent beer brut has been fermented with sparkling wine yeast to marry lively effervescence with rich, fruit-forward flavors of Belgian-style ales. German Blanc hops impart aromas of pear, apple, and white crisp, while citrus and spice flavors culminate in a crisp wine-like finish. Cheers, Bill Ron.
Well, cheers, y'all.
ABV, 12%.
Have you had that one before?
12% ABV. I have not had this one before. Decided to pick it up at one of the stores, and actually it's the last one I shot that video on, that Depths that I went to, so I picked this up. Got a deal on it, $4.99 a 22-ounce bomber. Maybe bigger than 22. It might be 22. But at 12% ABV, I should be feeling okay. Nice smoke off of that. That has some real good smoke off of it.
I need to find a good little spot like that that I can get a good discount on some beers.
Well, you ever make
for everything?
You ever make it up to this part? I'll show you all the places to go. I'm actually going to shoot another video of another spot here probably this weekend, which is called Cork and Bottle. I get a lot of individual stuff there. That's a pretty decent looking beer. I can smell the aroma pretty easily coming right off of it.
That one right there, is that one right there on 71, right before you cross into Cincinnati?
No, that's Party Source. That's another one. I haven't shot the video there yet, but I will. It's nice clarity.
Okay.
I like Victory Brewing. I think they do some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, they do some very nice stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. It got that nice wine taste to it. You get some of that yeast out of it. Wow. See some of the carbonation taking place very nicely on it. But it pops in the mouth for sure.
Mm.
I mean, it's like I'm drinking a wine beer or something. It's kind of got that feel of a wine, but it's a freaking beer.
What do you say, Glenn?
My mind.
What are you having, Roger?
This is Victory Brewing. This is
okay. I like
Jubilee. It's a Bière Brut. So basically, as I was telling these guys, it's done with a lot of wine type things. So wine yeast is used to marry the beer and everything, and a German Blanc hops. I haven't had it before. 12% ABV.
I had something from Victory. I'm trying to remember. I did a review of it. And you had commented on it, Roger. I'm trying to think what that beer was.
That was
Golden Monkey.
Might have been that. Their IPA, I think, like it was. I believe what it was.
No, it wasn't Golden Monkey. It was Headwinds IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, and I did a review of it. So
this is the first time I've had a Bière Brut style, though. It's the first time I've had that style. And
Can you dab a little behind your ears?
Probably could. Catch a few winos going through the alley.
Kill two birds with one stone.
My, what is that fragrance you're wearing over there?
Wee.
Bacon grease behind each ear. I call it eat me.
Have all the winos following you around town.
Just big bacon grease, man.
So go to introduce yourself, John. Everybody, we've all introduced ourselves.
Okay. Good evening. I am John Henderson Pierre. My beer rambles on YouTube. Type in JEANH Pierre PIERRE. And the last beer I reviewed, yes. The last beer I reviewed was, I believe, was the Lagunitas 12th of Never Ale. That's the last one I reviewed. That's the last one I did. And the next one coming up will be there. I got the Founders All Day IPA, the Session Ale. I'm gonna do a review of it maybe tonight if I'm in a good mood.
That's a good refreshing beer.
The next one I'm going to crack is the Founders also. I just picked it up today. It's their Doom. It's a barrel-aged IPA.
Oh, man, I was going to talk about Doom tonight.
What's the ABV on that one, Todd?
If I remember correctly, 10%. Don't hold me to that. Hang on, I'll tell you, though. I can't remember offhand.
And tonight I'm drinking...
12.4.
Oh, that's
12.4, 100 IBUs.
That's good.
Yeah, Doom, like the game.
I like the 12. I like the look. Anything barrel aged, even with a stout, I can dig. I'm down for it. Anything like that. Late in the evening, something to sip on in the front yard or front porch, backyard, whatever it is. Something you're at home sipping, enjoying. I'm all for those.
They listed it as a double IPA, but I would think that would fall more into a triple category, wouldn't it?
Probably so. More likely.
Well, it depends. I mean,
at 12.4%, they probably would.
You got triples up into the higher teens now too. So
true, that's true. Because they do have a Devil Dancer that's the triple IPA that Founders made.
Yeah, the heavy Molotov out there. That like the Molotov cocktail itself wasn't enough. We had to take it to another level. So.
Right.
Twin, yeah. You're not drunk enough. So we're going to take it up.
Hey, guys, listen. Let me go ahead and go run ticket what I need to go get right now, and I will be back.
All right. John is off
live. Yes.
John is off to his honeydew list.
On my honeydew list, exactly. All right. Happy wife, happy life, as they say. All right. Bye.
Says.
Exactly.
That's what they always say. All right. So he'll be back. And then we'll have some other people popping through here. So it'll be interesting things. So as far as tonight, anything you guys see out there interest in the beer world this week? Anything that caught your eye before I go into anything that I have here?
Not anything offhand that I know of.
Yeah.
that I can think of anyway. It's kind of a quiet week, wasn't it?
Oh, there's some stuff that happened, but overall, I mean, there was no huge buyout, I don't think, this week. That seems to be like every week, but there was stuff from last week that lingered over, I guess. But as far as the buyout front, nothing I really saw. I saw some comments about people. There's stuff this week that I was going to bring up addressing buyouts and what some people are trying to do or make it seem like they're trying to do. So we can get into that and everything. But I was going to talk about that Doom because I saw Founders was releasing that. You've already got it, but it's rolling out across wherever it is across the country now. So people should start seeing that.
It hasn't hit my neck of the woods yet.
Me neither. And I love a IPA and I love barrel-aged beer, so I'm interested to see.
I love everything barrel-aged, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see how those actually intertwine. I don't know that I've had a barrel-aged IPA. I've had some whiskey, or I mean not whiskey, but some tequila-aged IPAs, but not any whiskey barrel-aged IPAs that I know of.
I still like that Stone Mocha IPA. If I get that again, I would love to drink that again. That was actually really good. That's coffee IPA right there. They did a good job on that one. Craig is online. He's commenting because he's already laying down over there in the UK, I'm sure. But he says, yo, my friends, how are you all? Hope you had a nice birthday, Tomo. And he loves.
Thanks, Craig. I appreciate that, man.
He
Cheers.
Loves triple session IPAs.
I was drinking a Heady Topper today got that from somewhere.
He was drinking Heady Topper? You son of a bitch.
I think so.
I can't even
so maybe he'll comment, but I thought I saw he was drinking the Heady Topper.
Who'd you have to blow to get a Heady, Craig?
Yeah,
Tell us.
That's a hell of a blow across the pond.
Who'd you have to blow to get a Heady out there, man?
That's a talented skill. You got to send in there across an ocean.
Yeah, you're really good if you're getting that over there.
Yeah. But
I could be wrong. Maybe he'll comment on it. But...
yeah, he's probably laughing if he's watching it right now. Speaking of other beer releases, the new Sierra Nevada Beer Camp is out for 2017. So that's starting to make its way around. And this year they're having it beer across the world. So I think they're dealing with some European breweries they're collaborating with as well. But you should start to see that.
On that one again this year.
Yeah, last year's I got it for the 12-pack. I ended up getting it for like 12 or 13, I think. And they were selling it originally around 30 or something at most spots. So
yeah, I got the full. Let's see, was it a 12-pack? I guess it was a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Picked it up for I think it was $13.99.
Yeah, a lot of places overstock them, so they had the surplus. So I thought
they just got it mixed up with their standard beer camp, because they always have a beer camp every year anyway. That's about that price range. So I thought maybe they got the price tag mixed up on it. Maybe they didn't.
Oh yeah, well a lot of them had to get rid of them by a certain point. So if it wasn't error, it's like that chance card in Monopoly. Brewery makes fault in your error, you receive a 12-pack at discount. So, what else did I see out there? Oh, have you guys seen that website, craftbeer.com?
No,
craftbeer.com. Is it one of those you can buy craft beers off of? Or?
No. You just go on the internet, and actually, it's kind of a neat little site. So they started basically listing all the breweries around the country. So all you do is go onto the website, and wherever you're at, it'll tell you what breweries are around you. And nice. It's like actually updated in real time. It makes it kind of nice. So if you're traveling and stuff, you can just see where you're at. It'll tell you what breweries are around you. If you want to pick up some beer and grab something to drink, or go check out some stuff.
Even like the small micros are on there?
They do them all. So for everything from small, like the nanos, up to the big ones, you can get them all on this website.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's interesting.
You're in there.
So I wonder what the breweries themselves send that into them. I wonder how would they?
I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. They may have a team that actually puts the information in, but it's kind of neat. Like I said, you look on the website, and like when I was looking to go to French Lick next month, I found there was no breweries really near where I'm staying at, which kind of sucks. So,
Are you staying in French Lick?
yeah, we're staying at the resort, I think, where the casino is.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then, but on the way back through Louisville, I know where the breweries are, and I would have hit Against the Grain. That could be a nice place to hook up for us to get together at. That's down in Louisville.
So if you want to get some lunch or something, they got fantastic barbecue there.
Oh, they got food there? Yeah, that's the thing that some breweries do.
Yeah.
But they got food there. That sounds like a real good deal.
Sits in the minor league park, the Louisville Bats, which is the AAA team.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
It sits right in the stadium. I mean, you can get to it from the outside, but it's like on the corner of the stadium.
I'm usually pretty impressed with Against the Grain's beers. I think they do a pretty good job.
Yeah, but they're awful proud of them too.
They're awful what, Tom?
Yeah, they are.
Proud of the
Yeah.
price.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I mean, I don't want to say they're not worth the price, but I will say that there's other beers of equal quality that I can pick up for less money.
No. Yeah, I will say when I usually have them, I'm usually having them on tap somewhere. I don't think I've ever bought them to bring home, so they might be a little more pricier in that regard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, when you go to French Lick, mosey down the street to the West Baden Springs Hotel. It's like one of the oldest, I think, hotels in the state, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, don't they have a Larry Bird thing there too, right? Larry Bird Sports Bar or something, or
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's an awesome hotel. It's old, but they've redone it, and it's awesome. It's also like $300-$400 a night a room there or something like that.
Yeah.
But you can walk down. They've got the little shops and stuff inside. You can go in there and look at the.
So we found out today the place we're staying at, we're not allowed to bring beer into the hotel.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah, the agreement that we're under, and if it was something we were just going as a vacation, we could be okay, I guess. But we're there as a business function, so my beer run, I was planning to do around the town on my free time. Like I have to leave it in the car and try to sneak it in. You don't want to sneak it in because they get screwed. Like your whole company finds out you're the one that screwed it up. But it's like if it's going to be a hot day, which there probably will be by towards the end of June, it kind of sucks because as we were talking about earlier, you can't buy beer in Indiana on Sunday when it's time to leave. So it's like I was planning to hit Three Floyds and do some good beer run over there. And some other spots. Yeah.
You can't have beer in the hotel or in your room?
Yeah, they got a bar there. We have to go through their bar to get stuff, which we get Spence, which isn't a big deal, I guess. But to bring it home, you want to be able to do a beer run. You can't do it on Sundays there. Although what I could do is from where Todd is in his part of Indiana, I could just go over. I'm off Monday, so I might just go over Monday to Indiana up here in Lawrenceburg and get some beer over there because they actually have that Fruity Pebbles beer I want to try out too. So
yeah, I want to get that. I haven't seen that around here yet. And 450 is not that far from here either. The actual brewery.
Oh, really? I'm surprised you don't see it anywhere then, unless it's selling out or something.
Up in Columbus, which is about 70 miles from, less than 70 miles from where I'm at. Columbus is like mile marker 68, and I'm at mile marker 7.
Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah, one of the stores here in Lawrenceburg, they actually have it. They've been advertising. A lot of people in Cincinnati have been running over to pick it up there. But Craig said,
I heard it's really good.
Yeah. Craig said Hetty was part of Hop City in Leeds. It was part of his goodie bag for being at an all-session Conehead at the festival. He had it back in April, so shared a can with 5 others tonight at a tasting event. He said, yes, he was laughing silently.
Be careful you don't get an ingrown chuckle, Craig.
Yeah. Yeah, we're debating going to, well, we've been talking about, we probably will, but go to UK next year for our 25th anniversary. So I'll be able to catch up with Craig and meet some of these guys over there, which would be pretty cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
That'd be cool.
Hopefully, everybody's in the area. Hopefully, I'll meet him and Harry Blue Nose. And if I like to try to get over to Germany and meet Peter too. So we'll see what happens. But I go over there, I'm like, I might be able to come back with all the beer they got over there. All the good tasting beer too.
I would just love to go to the pubs. I wouldn't be as interested in as take-home beer, but just to be in some of those classic pubs would be incredible.
Well, I was teasing them one time because I'm a fan of Simon Pegg, who did like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and all that. And I told him that my goal was to get to the Winchester because that's where you're supposed to go. I don't know if you ever saw Shaun of the Dead, but it's like the main pub in the movie, and they all go there.
If I'm not mistaken, I think a lot of the pubs and pubs over there have like a tap in the table, and they just bill you or charge you by how much you pour.
Yeah, there's a spots over there where one of my buddies, goes to Germany once in a while. He's actually German, but he goes back over there. His family was Germans that immigrated over here. And some of the spots over there, he tells me, if they give you like your glass, they come and pour and fill it up. And if you don't put your saucer on top of it, they'll keep filling it up. So you have to put it on there so they know not to do it. And then they just charge you for how much you drank and everything. But it's like, yeah.
Oh, is that right? Wow.
You turn your head and it's like a full glass again.
No moss. Sounds like my kind of place right there.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, Craig says, no offense, Tom. I'm glad Google has sorted their shit out tonight, not just looking at you, buddy. Apparently, last week during the broadcast, everything was screwed up with Google, so Tom was plastered on the whole show for the most part. So people were
too bad it was one of those nights where you didn't have a shirt on.
You wanted to see some nipple, don't you, Craig?
Too bad you didn't have a shirt on last week.
What's the name of that troll again that we were talking about? Cindy something? Cindy. Yeah. So here's something for Cindy. Recent piece of research finds 2 beers may be the best for pain, better than even taking codeine or paracetamol at a level that's around 0.08 is actually seen to be just as effective as popping some pills. So take that and shove that in your bonnet.
I read that.
Take it, put it in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah. And my next question is, where do I volunteer to help them on this study?
Right. And it's one of those studies where they actually pay you.
And you don't feel any pain.
Well, they'll be doing more research on it. But yeah, but they're saying if they keep the alcohol at around a 0.08 level, which they're saying the equivalent of 2 beers right now is showing, you get better pain relief out of that than if you were popping a codeine pill, which is interesting.
You talk about 2 beers in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess they're assuming a 5% beer.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know what it would take to raise it 0.08 because you have your size and all that stuff in play. But yeah, I'm like, depending on what the 2 beers are, okay. Because if it's like 2 Coors Light, it ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna still be hurting.
No,
you have to line up.
Pee.
Yeah.
Then there's still a pain. You gotta piss. So I'm hurting all over.
So basically, they're saying the legal drunk limit.
Yeah, will be offer more pain relief than possibly taking codeine for pain. Of course, then it depends on your dose of the codeine, I guess, too. So
now the next study will be which is more addicting.
Well, yeah, right. That'd be the next aspect of it.
I guess it just depends on how you drink. I mean, I guess there are some craft beer drinkers that do drink just get hammered, but typically craft beer drinkers drink in a different way than 30-pack drinkers.
Yeah, I definitely.
You know, I mean, for the most part, most craft beer drinkers will drink 1 to 4 pints, a night. Not every night, but when they do drink. Whereas 30-pack drinkers will drink until they pass out, typically.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. The 30-pack drinkers are drunks.
I have been known on a few nights to drink craft beer like it's a 30-pack.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you and I have had some long conversations.
It's not been that long.
So it's like a 30-pack of Coors Light, which is like a 12-pack of regular beer.
Well, yeah, I mean, any of that light beer, I mean, damn, I mean, you're just gonna piss a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
A few times Tom and I started a conversation, and you look up and it's 3:30 in the morning, my time, 2:30 his time, and you look in the picture and he's about halfway passed out on the couch with the bourbon in hand.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he wasn't snoring like John was on my show that time when I came back. So.
No, I haven't. I've never passed out on the show. There's been a couple of times that okay, I'm done.
It was so funny because all the guys apparently were just watching them snore.
Hey, Tom, it sounds better when you embellish the story a little bit, you know.
Yep, that's okay, man. Exaggerate for effect.
Trying to get some ratings for Rajay here.
Yeah, there you go, right?
Well, I'll start pouring whiskey if you think it'll. I mean, I'll take off my shirt, show some nipple if you think I'll. I'm all for Jesus. You want to get risky? I'll show some nipple.
We're
Gotta
gonna
put
go
it
for
on the
that.
glass.
Hey, you know
That's
what?
all.
You
Just
said
put it
that
on the glass.
a viewer popped up, so maybe you're drawing in the viewers now, throwing the nipple out there.
I'll go all fat
Put 'em on the
bastard.
glass, that's all.
You think I'm sexy, baby?
So here's something I
I'll
was
go fat bastard on him.
Russ gonna go like right into something else. We're gonna
So I was reading this piece right today, and it was in Business Week. It said craft brewers are banding together to cut off beer brands being acquired by AB and Bev. The piece wasn't even talking about all the craft brewers. It was more or less like this blog called Brew Studs published a list of the acquired brands and then was calling on craft beer brands or people that like craft beer to start ditching these beers. So it was like, I hate how the article started, like all craft beer was going against the companies, which they actually weren't. So it was kind of like a little bit of a clickbait in there as well. But they're trying, I guess, to put this out there to put pressure on these breweries that actually have made the acquisition move. And then they listed them. So you had Goose Island, Kona, Omission, Red Hook, Whitmer Brothers, 10 Barrel, Blue Point, Elysian, Four Peaks, Breckenridge, Golden Road, Devil's Backbone, Carbach, and Wicked Weed. So these are the 14 they kind of targeted on here. And I was looking through it, and I'm like, you know what? There's a 14. Yeah, they took the acquisition or whatever. And I've had all of them except 3. And some of those on that list are actually better than some of the smaller craft breweries that are out there. Now, usually I prefer to try to go local as much as I can. But at the same point, if someone's making a good beer, why wouldn't you still drink it?
Well, I mean,
It may not be your first choice, but I'm not going to just go ahead and just like say I'm not going to drink that and kind of backlash against it.
that's the question that keeps
in your
popping
opinion.
up. I mean, I've said over and over again, I'm not boycotting these breweries.
Mhm.
However, I just lost my damn camera again. However,
However,
it does make more sense to keep your money in a house.
right.
You know, if I have an option between a true craft brewery and one that's been bought out, I'm going to pick that true craft every time. And although that beer may be just as good today or just as good tomorrow, it seems like every time a craft brewery gets bought out, at some point creativity gets hampered. At some point, quality does change. I mean, I don't think Goose Island is the same beer it was before 2011. I've talked to some folks that don't think it matters. I've talked to folks that agree with me. I mean, there is a difference. Keep your money in house.
Yeah, I did see Dr. Dave made a comment where he thought Goose Island had changed after it was acquired. But yeah,
opinion,
go ahead, Todd.
Does it have to go over? Does it have to go over that majority share of ownership, like over the 50% threshold?
Well,
be
according
considered
to the Brewers Association, if it's more than 25%, then they don't count it as craft beer on the ownership level. So
that's where I was going with it, because Founders is only 30%.
But it's an arbitrary number they put out there that people seem to follow.
It is rather arbitrary.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got Red Hook, Whitmer Brothers, Kona that are 32% owned by the evil empire. I don't know, but then again, I don't know that those beers are the same that they used to be either. So maybe that 25% makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you tasting some of the ones I've had from some of those, I mean, versus some of the other ones I've had, like I'll say like some of the local breweries, those are actually better than some of the local breweries. So, I mean, it's a matter of just because they have the ownership doesn't mean it's going to be a crap beer. I always try to go local first when I can, but if I see, one of these guys come out with something, like last year I made chili and I tried the Golden Road gingerbread stout and I used it in that, but I enjoyed the stout as well. Like if I see that come out again this year, I would probably drink it without any problem. I like the Long Hammer IPA from Red Hook. I'd probably drink that again with no problem.
Well,
Mission, not as much because they're gluten-free people usually, and I like my gluten, so.
Like my gluten, man. You know, if I'm in a casual dining restaurant and the options are macro something or a Kona longboard, I'll drink the Kona, sure.
Sure, yeah. Or you drink the Widmer Brothers or something like that and everything, yeah.
Hey, I'm going to jump off here real quick. I got to check my grill and see if I can get my camera working again.
Okay.
And the reason I was asking that was, the Founders, we were talking about Founders last week, and it's only 30% owned by the Spanish company.
Yeah, they didn't have Founders on their list, but technically Founders will be in the same group with these guys.
That's why I was wondering what the percentage was, because 25% seems.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They put this list out, so they pick and chose who they want on that list as well. So I don't know if they're carrying something against these people. Like I said, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. The same people that bitched about Wicked Weed are the same people that line up for Bourbon County style, even though it's Goose Island. So.
Right. and I don't think, in my opinion, Founders has fallen off at all. Or
I don't either. From the stuff that I had.
That was my whole reason. Because to me, I think Founders is one of the best ones out there. And we were talking last week, about it being bought out and not really a microbrewery anymore. But what sense? I think it's anybody's interpretation, really.
Yeah, I mean, like you're drinking that Doom, and I'm going to definitely pick that up when it comes out. And I've had a lot of their other beers, and I've always enjoyed pretty much what I've gotten from them. So if I go to Michigan, that one of the breweries I would want to see would be Founders.
Right. Yeah.
God, Michigan has so much good beer up there too.
The whole Founders, Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Got all kinds going on up there.
All kinds of stuff. Hey, we got Holly to save the show here finally. Woo!
Hey guys.
Bring us some San Diego sunshine.
It's kind of like that May gray, guys. Sorry.
We got all rain and cloudy skies out here, so. But Holly,
do you know anything about this? Oh wait, this?
I've seen it before. I haven't had it.
Saint Archer?
Yeah.
I think they got bought out, so I'm confessing. I was gonna review it, but I don't think I will now. I'll just drink it with you guys.
You can still review it. I review buyout beers. I review stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do anything. We'll see what I do next time. But like with the beer tuber gang, I have to confess.
I don't know. Yeah, I've seen that before, but I didn't know if they were bought out. Are they out?
I didn't know because I've never been there. But then I was on their website, or no, where the hell was I? It was somewhere, and I found out. I think they got bought out. So anyway.
No surprise. Probably AB and Bev again, right?
Probably, yeah. So anyway, here goes. Oh, that sweet sound of Bruce.
That's happy hour right there.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab me a beer. I'm probably gonna grab the Doom and see how.
Yeah. See, you got to start out big, right? So this is I almost done this one. But this is 1.9 ounces.
Oh, I don't think I like this.
It's malty. You like this one? You would definitely like this one. I know you.
I like the one that I watched today that you did, the Victory one.
Oh, the Victory Cream Ale? Yeah, that was good. The coffee. Well, this is another Victory. This is the Jubilee. So this is a different style. It's the beer brute.
Where is Victory?
So Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah. I think I've seen those here.
So this is like almost like a hybrid of wine and beer. And then you do the wine stuff too. But
yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing anything that can be had at happy hour.
It's got the sparkling wine yeast, and the hops they use are pretty nice. Done in like it's 12% ABV. I read this stuff. I don't think it's like barrels, but aromas of pear, apple, white grape. You get all that kind of stuff out of it. You would like this one because you like wine too. So.
Yep, definitely a wino. Hey, John.
Hey guys, I'm back. Honeydew List has been taken care of. She's happy.
I got you guys flipping in and out around here.
Yeah. So where's Tom? Tom left?
No, he'll be back. He's actually grilling, so he went to go change the vegetables over and check his food real quick. So both of you guys are like jumping on, doing different things here.
Yeah, just something right now. Just bar food, finger food. I'm eating some wings and some fries, and of course tonight's beer is the tradition of Missouri.
You brought the
Good old
devil
Bud.
into the club, huh? You brought the devil into the club.
Man,
Yes,
I thought I was bad.
the devil has arrived. So yes. No.
When your picture no longer shows up, we'll know why.
Yeah.
He's drinking Budweiser. What the fuck?
Rod's gonna boot your ass out.
Pretty much. So,
what beer are you drinking now, Todd? Same thing? Do what?
I just popped up in the founder.
Oh, I thought you had to do them the first time. Okay.
No, that was the Davy Murray's Scotch Ale.
Yeah.
From Lagunitas.
That's right. You were doing it. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I've got their Doppelbock down in the fridge, too. I got to try that one. I haven't done that one yet. That's for a
I want to try the
review.
Waldo one.
Yeah, that's one that's like it's in and out of different places. It's been hard to find, especially around here.
I remember the first time I
They
called.
had it at the beer festival I was at last week.
Yeah.
$1 pours on those things. You can get them all day long for $1.
I remember one time I called it Laguntis. I remember the first time I started calling that beer Laguntis.
Well, we've been trying to get Todd straight on them tonight as well.
Yeah, so.
Potato, you know what I'm saying?
So, Holly, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, I'm drinking this, which I was
Saint
gonna
Arthur.
review, and then I just realized that I think they got bought out. Their website's not really working, and
They got bought by the beer Don's drinking.
I just had a blonde ale the other day. I did a review of I don't know if you got a chance to see it. The Day Blaze blonde ale from New Belgium.
That's a good beer.
no, I didn't see that. I've seen a couple of the other ones that you did recently, where you were eating food. You had cheese and something else.
Yeah.
Were you like Ron eating cheese and Vienna sausage on crackers?
No, not that. Just cheese and but no, it's kind of just eat it, separate, and just throwing whatever into my mouth. Cheese, okay, this, okay, that. So
Yeah.
So because last night we did a wine thing. Is it okay to drink cheap wine?
Yeah, I saw that you guys were doing that last night.
I tried to jump in on that, and I kept getting stuck. Like it was stuck on the guy that was talking about Parmesan or something. I couldn't get on there.
Right.
That was Jay, I think probably.
So
Because I know he was talking about Parmesan earlier again today. Oh, so Heineken, another one I guess is considered to be the evil one, but Heineken.
Lagunitas' father. So
Yeah, like how are you guys with that? Are you guys like so like there's some people that just won't even touch a beer unless it's an independent, or are you guys like
doesn't matter to me.
I go local first, but I'll still drink ones that aren't.
Yeah, because I'm equal opportunity, but I prefer like I'll especially being in San Diego, I'll lean towards them.
Yeah.
But I can't only ever have San Diego beer.
But I mean, I have like a craft beer, and then I have the other term like they use out there. It's called crafty beer, which are like craft beers that are still kind of craft beers, but they're owned by macros. And then you have your macros, which I'm not. Macros always at the end of the train for me. Like I rarely try to go to get macros.
Yeah. Except there's one that I saw that calls itself the champagne of beers, and I want to review that one.
Have you done that one before? You've had it before, though, haven't you?
What is it? What is it?
Miller High
Life.
High Life. That's right. I'm gonna have that and some champagne and see which is better.
That's the first beer I ever drank.
That'd be cool. I'll look forward to watching.
John's Alley right there.
I'll put it in a champagne glass too.
You get those in tall boys here now.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, do I or don't I? Yeah, I probably do.
I think I have a review out there on High Life that I did last year.
If it's fun and funny, I'll do it.
Yeah. I watched Tom did one of the 6.9s last week. I don't know if it wasn't Natty Daddy. It was one of them.
No, Ice House. He did
I was
Ice
like,
House.
who the hell is this guy? Like, Tom's doing one of these?
Yeah. I was shocked too when I saw it. I said, no way, this can't be Tom.
Did you see the grimace on his face the whole time he was drinking it, though?
Right.
Yeah. He felt it was unpleasant, but at least, hey, he jumped, he took the risk and said, hey, I'll try it, and that's what he ended up doing. And I was like, okay, Tom, all right,
So I've made last weekend. I made beer chili, and I used Pabst Blue Ribbon. And what I found is I've done it with Pabst, I've done it with Labatt's, and I've done it with Golden Road and their gingerbread stout. The gingerbread stout was the best by any means to use.
Most stouts tend to be better for chili.
Yeah, and second was Labatt's over PBR. That added more flavor.
So do you cook that down while you're doing that, or?
Yeah, let it cook down inside the crock pot for like 4 hours on high. Instead of using like more of a liquid base, I use the beer and it gets into the flavor. So it comes out nicely.
But I mean, do you put all your ingredients in there at the same time along with the beer as you're cooking it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I ground the meat and everything, and I put everything in the crock pot with the tomatoes and all that kind of spices and all that kind of stuff, and then put the beer over top of it, pour in the beer, let it go for like 4 hours on high, and then enjoy it. And it was enjoyed, I tell you that. But anyway, Heineken, so they have actually began a release of a new beer. It's called H41, and it'll be available in the U.S. in 2018. This beer will actually be the first of this new style of beer on the market, which is because they actually found the yeast when they were actually visiting through one of the jungles out in Patagonia. Apparently, this type of yeast had not been used in any other type of beer previously. Right now, the beer is available in France. We need to find like Taste and Niche and have her pick it up and see what it tastes like. But it's a wild type yeast, and then this will be coming to our market next year. But it should be kind of interesting to see how this one actually plays out as well. So something like that, being even though they're like a macro, I would try a beer like that.
I probably would too myself, to
see what it tastes like and everything. But
so, have you guys heard of Four Loko?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I wouldn't advise drinking it, but that's just me. But
what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I wouldn't advise drinking it, but that's just me.
Oh, no, I got to.
It's a malt liquor. I see a lot of guys doing it on their channels and stuff that like to mess around and do Four Loko, but some states you can't buy it in now. Like Ohio, you can't buy it. We can get it.
I have my standards. I wouldn't. No.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do a collab on that then?
No on the collab. Nothing. No collab. Even that, or the still reserve.
Respect for my liver.
or the still reserve, whatever, those fruit flavored, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't do that. No.
Well, I never heard of it, and a friend's daughter actually handed me a can last week, and I brought it home.
Oh.
You had to say, no way.
It's mango.
Mama say no. Mama say no.
Okay, well, I'll give you a shout out when I do the review.
Yeah.
All you.
You're gonna be rivaling the face that Tom made when he was drinking that beer.
I'm gonna say my friend John and Rajay and Todd recommended this to me, and I give them all the credit.
Four Loko. I don't know.
Do it.
They got another one called Sparks here too. That's pretty bad, I think. I haven't tried either of those. I mean, that's like going back to my days drinking Mad Dog 2020 in college,
That's another one I said, can't do either.
Boone's Farm and all that.
Boone's Farm, Thunderbird.
There you go.
Wild Irish Rose.
Yeah.
Remember Strawberry Hill? Boone's Farm?
All that stuff, man. No.
Bartles and James.
Good old Bartles and James. There you go.
Yeah.
Are you going to try Zima when it comes back?
Of course.
Zima should be back this year, actually. I think that's
with or without a Jolly Rancher.
I've never done it with the Jolly Rancher. I didn't even like doing it by itself, so maybe the Jolly Rancher helps. Not really.
Just adds a little candy flavor to it. That's all.
I could just see people like they were doing the Smirnoff game or whatever. What was it like? You got caught. You had to chug a Smirnoff. That you'd take a knee or whatever, and people had to chug a Smirnoff. I forgot what it was called. It was like iced or something. I could just see people doing that with Zima, like just making people chug Zima. Some type of.
It was called stupidity.
Yeah.
Those commercials were very popular back in the day, so I remember them. They had a group of friends living in some duplex, whatever, and they were grilling some food and whatever. Said, you know, what better go with burgers and hot dogs than a good old Zima? I'm like,
beer, bourbon, vodka.
You know, yeah, like really.
Name off a whole lot of things that go better.
Yeah, some guy in a hat and a suit, you know.
Zima to me was like worse than a flat like 7-Up.
Yeah, it just lingered. It lingered awfully out there. Just taste wouldn't go away. It was just stuck in your mouth.
I don't think I've ever had one.
You're lucky. Weird? You're lucky.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky.
Yeah. But now she's
that's like a dare, you guys. That's like a dare.
You have to try one when it comes back out now.
I would have rather have Pepsi Clear.
Dude, now that is gross. That's so gross.
There was a 7-Up that came out a couple of years ago that had they had some vitamin C or something in it, and it just had a very off-putting taste to it. And I said, no, yeah. I ain't drinking that. So, look, there's some things you try. You know, I've tried the Steel Reserve, I've tried the Hurricane. Those are the two that I'll tolerate because of a high gravity Ice House Edge. But you know, but that's something like a once in a while sort of thing. But the Four Locos and the Mad Dogs and the Steel Reserve flavored, the Alloy series. I mean, it's like, nah, man, nah. I can't do it.
Like you said, you got to draw a line.
Not going there.
Nah, bro. Bruh, no.
I said, nah, bro. So, where you guys are, speaking of 7-Up, what do you actually call soda out there?
Soda.
You call it soda or you call it pop?
Nope, soda.
Soda.
Where the hell did you go?
My wife calls it pop at one time, but we don't call it. One time she told me that you drinking all this pop. I said, well, I guess, but it's soda, So
what do you call it in Indiana, Todd?
Everybody around here just calls it Coke. It doesn't matter what you're drinking, it's Coke. Are you having
Coke?
a Coke?
Yeah.
No, obviously I'm not having a Coke.
Well, that's like in North Carolina, a lot of people say Pepsi no matter what it is. They'll say orange Pepsi because Pepsi was out of there. So, yeah, I call it soda, but out here in Ohio and Kentucky, they usually call it pop, I think.
But other than that, most people will call it like soda if it's something other than calling it Coke.
Just one of those little things that happens in different parts.
Like for example, my dad, anything like a ginger ale or something that looks similar, he'll say, "Oh, you got any 7-Up?" I said, "No." Well, this is 7-Up. Your dad, it's a ginger ale. I said, "Okay." Love you, Dad, if you're watching, but that's what he would call those type of those lemon lime.
Better than that.
Exactly, those lemon lime sodas, whatever, they view it as 7-Up, or call it Coca.
Yeah. Well, it's like most people go to a restaurant and they'll ask them, I want to get a Coke. If we don't have Coke, do you have Pepsi? Is that right now? Most people are like, okay. Like out here, I know some people that are like, no. What else do you have? Like they would not go Coke to Pepsi. So, which Pepsi is sweeter than Coke in my opinion.
But if you notice, guys, that everything has kind of drinking sodas has kind of gone down a little bit. So,
yeah, well, with diabetes going up.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you ever do have a hangover, McDonald's has the best Coke.
Yes, they do. They have the best.
They actually have a
Oh, really?
I see. McDonald's, yeah.
Hangover or not, they have the best Coke. Period. I think they put crack in that or something.
Well, they said it's a special formula McDonald's has with it, but yeah, if you ever had a hangover, like the McDonald's Coke is actually pretty good.
Crack is whack. Remember Whitney? Crack is whack.
They put the Coke back into the Coke at McDonald's. Who knows?
Crack Donald's.
Golden arches give you what you need.
Would you like that combo with a pure crack Coke, or
you want to double size it? Want to triple size or whatever? Yeah, sure. Why not? No.
So I don't know if you guys
just give me a keg of it.
I don't know if you guys get questions like on some of your stuff, like on your channels or anything like that, or the Facebook page. Occasionally I get asked about like a beer bubble, if we think a beer bubble's happening, if it's too many companies or stuff like that, everything. Colorado last year, or this year, I think it was last year, they just brought in $15 billion, and that's with a B, in annual state contributions toward the beer industry.
What was that? What was that again?
Colorado just brought in $15 billion in annual state contributions toward the beer industry. So
Well,
I want to say we're not at the bubble popping yet.
I mean, Colorado. I mean, besides obviously the land of Coors, Molson Coors, Miller Coors, whatever it's named now, or SAB Miller, I don't know. But from there to all the other smaller breweries, from New Belgium to Great Divide is also out in Colorado too. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is the mecca of I won't say the mecca of craft beers, but I mean, that's
pretty damn close.
Yeah,
it's getting up there, in terms of what they put out. So, that and marijuana, why not, right?
Yeah.
Bringing economics to the state of Colorado.
Well, there was another report that I saw too. I think I put it on my Facebook page, but Michigan actually pulled in a bunch of money too for beer. Now they've got also a great amount of breweries out there, but what we're seeing, like in California, was actually chosen as the best state for beer jobs and stuff out there. So people are worried about this bubble happening, and there's a lot of still run out there going on. It says California best state for nation's $350 billion beer industry with a B, 350 billion. So
I think a lot of people will say that, but I don't think it's close to happening yet. I mean, there's a lot of small breweries doing a lot of great things for their communities.
Right. So the article on my Facebook page that I put, it said new data shows more than 2 million American jobs are in some way connected to beer and malt beverages now. That was from usnews.com.
And I also think a lot more people are geared towards buy local than chain type stuff.
Yeah.
You got a lot of those breweries that aren't producing enough to where they're bottling or canning. So the only place you can get it is from the brewery.
Yeah.
And I don't see that going away anytime soon. In my opinion, I don't
either. No. And Michigan, I mentioned Michigan. Their beer industry grew into $10.5 billion in business now. So craft beer represents 10% of the state's beer sales.
And Tom and I have talked about this before with breweries. A lot of them are also more so a restaurant than they are a brewery, bringing in family, not only just the beer drinkers. So a lot of those breweries aren't going to go away just for the fact that brewing beer isn't their mainstay to stay in business. I don't see it going away anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, how many winery? I mean, what's the comparison to like a wine?
I don't know how many wineries are out there, but I mean, we're at an all-time high with breweries over 5,300 right now. We just have 2 more that are planning to open up here in Cincinnati, and I know a couple others that will probably be early next year or so at the earliest probably. So we're still growing a lot of breweries down here.
I mean, you'll have some that's going to fall off, like 8 Ball or whatnot, for whatever reason.
Yeah, but 8 Ball, as soon as they fell off, Braxton bought their spot down to a small. They actually opened this Saturday. Just a small batch brewery does, so they'll be making special brews there now. From
the same people that was doing 8 from.
Yeah, they hired all 8 Ball's people to work for them, so they were able to pick them up with no problem.
And then you have a lot of states like where John's at in Alabama that doesn't have a ton of craft beers. At least from what I've heard him say anyway.
Well, in his part, but in Birmingham, they do a lot of stuff. Is what they're
Birmingham.
Okay.
We got some here. Fairhope, which is right around the corner. Well, not like more than like 30 minutes away from me. I mentioned, I said, mostly everything's up in Birmingham. Good people. Banner Brothers. You have Back 40. You have Avondale, which is near Tuscaloosa. Also, actually, take that back. It is also outside of Birmingham. But there's about a bunch of Yellowhammer, another one, also here. So there's Bama is starting to get a good, sort of outlook or vibe, as you say, or maybe good word of mouth in terms of craft beers in our state.
Kind of a foothold.
Exactly.
Foothold in craft beer.
Because there was an article I read last year. They talked about Birmingham as being like one of the new southern meccas for craft brewing down there. So
and you look at the distance, not far, like only 90 minutes away from Atlanta,
which has stuff happening too. Yeah.
Right. We know about Sweetwater and some of the other breweries that are outside of the Atlanta area. So, and then let's not forget Tennessee. Let's not forget Mississippi has a lot of stuff, you know.
Louisiana has their stuff going on, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, it's, you know, you still got these knuckleheads. I'm going to say it that way. We're still going to be selling the usual, you know, I guess as Tom likes to say, you know, hick beer or whatever. I don't know, but you know, the Millers and the Buds and whatnot. But it's starting to get these areas are starting to get a good reputation and saying, hey, you know, this is, you know, we got some crab beer that could stand toe to toe with some of the others brewed in other states. So
yeah, I mean, the key,
hey, John, I know you've probably said this 100 times, but how close are you to like Birmingham, or where are you at in Alabama?
I'm in Mobile, and I'm about 5 hours away from Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I need to make a trip up there anyway, man. I need to see. Last time I was up in Birmingham was 2006, and the last time I was up in Huntsville was 2006. So I need to get up there and visit.
Do you get good people brewing in your neck of the woods?
Yes. Their IPA, their brown ale. See what else we get from good people. We got their what else good people does. Oh boy, several others, but their IPA is the one I really like the most.
I was gonna say, are they pretty good? I've heard a lot of good things
Yes.
about them, but I've not had anything from there, so I didn't know.
Yes, it is. And I sent some to a friend of mine's up in Rhode Island, Patrick Earl, who probably some of y'all probably follow on Facebook, and he is on one of some of the several beer groups. So yeah, I sent some stuff to him, and he really enjoyed some of the things I sent to him a lot. So
yeah.
Well, hey, I'm always up for a good beer swap or something if you want to send
me too, because I really want to get some Narragansett.
Yeah.
Narragansett.
Why are you so big with Narragansett?
I don't know. I just want to try it again, you know. So he sent it to me. I said, man, this is damn good. I said, let me get more of this, you know.
It actually was a good lager when that time. We finally got it up here. I was just curious. I mean,
I don't know. I guess
it's got a nice crisp feeling to it.
Yeah. I guess just the retro, that was it, the other one, Utica Club, and reading about how was it Jonathan Winters used to do commercials for them, you know, for the Utica Club beer. He used the voice of the Schlitz or Schultz and Dooley, these two beer mugs, whatever it was, you know. So,
I remember him doing the Maytag commercial.
Yeah.
yeah, I remember those.
So, if
Didn't he dress like a repair guy or something?
Exactly, with the hat, with the blue hat and all, yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy used to do it, the guy from WKRP in Cincinnati, did the Maytag commercials as well. So
Yeah. The guy that played Carson, right? The general manager dude.
The general manager station. Damn, I can't believe I remember all this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's all flooding back. It's just
dating yourself, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm 41. So, you know, what does that tell you? So,
Well,
shit.
Since we all got that, we're dating all of ourselves.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, you don't give him shit about being a millennial or a Gen Xer or whatnot.
He's 41. He's not a millennial. He's a Gen Xer.
Well, I know.
James that just joined us, he's a millennial. James is a millennial.
Just call me a millennial, and I'm 41 too. So you
get the baby face. Speaking of James, what's happening in Sweden?
Oh, not so much. I'm looking after a little pup. I'm looking after my landlord's dog this week. I've been out enjoying the sun and turning into a tomato in the process because you know I'm just too vanilla for that shit. You know.
Yeah.
James is always just chilling in his bed all the time.
Yeah.
No, it's always I need to actually like buy a couch for my apartment because I've just got the table and like it's normally like when these hangouts go on, it's too late and I'm just like, no, I'm just going to sit on my bed instead of actually.
Yeah.
Of course, it is probably like 3 a.m. over there, right? What's the time difference?
It's 3:15 just now.
3:50. Okay, there you go. So I was just guessing. So hey, I'm damn good.
Yeah, no, I've finished my exams and stuff, so I'm a bit of like a.
Oh yeah, you're done for the semester now or quarter?
Yeah, no, I've got I did my 2 physics exams, and I've got a take-home exam. Like, for some reason in Sweden, you get these things called take-home exams. So you get given an exam paper, you take it home, find all the answers on the internet and give it back, and they'll give you credits for it. I'm like, that's a joke. Like that.
Yeah. I used to call that in college my favorite test.
I want to go to that school.
The thing is, it's Lund. This is Lund University. It's like one of the 2 best universities in Sweden. I'm just like, how did they get? Because it's just such a change for me. This is it's economics.
Yeah.
So it's the first time I've done something from the business faculty or whatever. Because I've always been chemistry and physics, which were pretty hard going. But then economics, I'm just like, this is just like a piece of piss.
Well, we used to talk about it like in college. It's like, so you go all these classes and they want you to memorize everything. But if you're in real life, why would you memorize? You just go get your research wherever you need to get research at. So the whole idea of memorizing for a test, what does it really accomplish?
Or you're going to Google that shit.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, like, university's basically just proving that you've got a brain. I mean, like,
yeah.
I'm trying to think all the stuff that I've done in, all the stuff that I've learned in chemistry and physics. I've learned how cement works. I've learned how to make cement. I've learned how to brew beer. I've learned how to make, like, loads of illicit drugs and all these sorts of things. But if you want to actually, you forget so much, but then you just Google that shit and all the recipes are there.
Yeah. Right. Every formula you could possibly need is right there on the internet now.
Oh yeah, no, like some of these maths, like because what I've done now is I'm ready to move on to PhD sometime soon. But because I did my 5 years of chemistry and I went back because I got told at the end, like, you've done like loads of physics already. So if you do like an extra 2 years full time with us, you can get a master's degree in physics as well as your chemistry one.
Yeah.
So I just thought, well, bugger it, do that. But there's so much maths and stuff that you're just never going to use it again. And the thing when you do maths is you realize it just gets to the point where they make it up.
Yeah.
It's quite funny, but maths is like a very, very powerful tool. If anyone asks me, like, what is the best degree you can do? Maths.
Right.
I would just be like, maths. Just, you can do.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want with that. So I'd say go for that.
Is that you, Lance? Lance is trying to get his computer together.
Lance from Ohio?
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be me.
I thought you weren't going to make it.
What's up, Lance? How you doing?
Good, good, good. Actually, like, some strange reason I dozed off. I have no idea why.
It's called sleep. Mr. Sandman knocked you in the head.
Yeah.
We got your thing up there, but it's like, is your camera messing up?
I gotta figure out what in the world's going on. Hold on a minute.
Nice suit, though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Here's my little baby for today, if he's going to cooperate. Where's Chef? Little Chef.
All right, hold on a minute. Let me.
Is that a Brussels Griffin?
No, he's a border terrier. Share.
Okay.
No, Sita.
All right. Let Lance left, and he's probably back later.
Yeah, I think he's trying to fix his camera.
Sona.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any interesting beers this week?
Like I said, the 12th of Never, that was my first time trying it. I kind of enjoyed it. Some people, didn't really give it a good review. Some people thought it was dull. Some of the comments that I had received from people on YouTube said it was kind of dull, but I thought it was okay.
Which beer was it?
The Lagunitas 12th of Never, which is an American pale ale.
Yeah, it's not a bad beer.
So. I still haven't tried that one yet.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Because I didn't know if it was worth it or not.
Yeah.
I think it's got a nice little smoothness. It's pretty easy drinking. I mean, I wouldn't say easy going, but I feel like that's a day blazer now because they put easy going ale in their can. But yeah, it's very easy going. I can throw it down pretty easily for sure.
So,
what about anybody else finding unique beers this week? Holly, you're pretty quiet.
Oh, well, I was just reminiscing in my head about Dinosaur World, which got re-released. But I don't know if you guys know about that.
Dinosaur World. Was that a movie or was that a TV show?
Well, it was a little 5 or 7 minute movie that I made on February 22nd.
Oh, okay.
That was the beer movie.
It's modern times. It's just a hazy ass. Oh my God, I love it so much.
I need to get Modern Times at some point.
I think they're a pain in the ass, though. I'm pissed at them now because everyone loved it here, and they did another re-release. They re-released it this past week, and I was on the email, and so I went to go in later on in the day, and it was gone. And so we went to the brewery and had some on tap, and the guy said you would have had to get in within 15 minutes. It was sold out.
So were people waiting in line out there to get it, I guess?
They do, yeah. But you could only get it online. You had to order the packs of it. I mean, they're just being shitty about it, I think.
But you know what, though? If you have to order online and then if it's out, you'll know you don't have to go down there and stand in line, I guess.
I know. And there we were down there having some on tap. So
yeah.
It's just so good. I wish they would just make it always.
Yeah, we had a release last week here on one of the beers, and people were standing in line for like hours. Like, I just can't do it. I'm not going to do that for a beer.
Yeah.
But I like beer. I'm not going to stand out in line for like 6-7 hours to get one.
Maybe not 6 or 7, but I do want to make a pilgrimage to Russian River to get Pliny the Younger, just because. And then, go to Lagunitas up there and stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a buddy out there in Portland. He's going to try to see about getting me some and shipping it to me, so. I like that works because he goes up there once in a while.
Are you in San Diego or on the outskirts?
San Diego, yeah.
I've got an aunt and uncle who lives in Encinitas.
Oh, okay. So they're coastal. I'm more inland.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a good spot.
They spend most of their time in Mexico, I think, though.
Yeah, a lot of people do. They just shoot down there, and they have breweries opening down there, and also a lot of wineries too.
In Mexico?
Yeah, in Mexico.
Wow.
Mexico.
Until the wall
I guess we don't need to.
And then nobody's doing anything.
Exactly. We don't need to build a wall. So, especially when it comes to wine, red wine, especially.
Not build a wall, not the wall again.
Yeah.
Where's the combat when you need him?
Just another brick in the wall, Pink Floyd, right there.
Hey, Holly, off topic. I know it's not related to beer. Well, maybe it's related to beers a little bit. What is the beer scene like down there in San Diego? Is it pretty good? To try different things.
It's so awesome. There's new breweries open all the time. We have over 130, maybe even more than that. I heard 160, but that could be wrong. So I listen to podcasts here, local ones about it. It's nuts. Okay. It's just nuts. I mean, you could go to a beer fest or oh my God, it's so much fun. You need to come visit.
Okay, definitely. Well, I know sports-wise, I think you only got one baseball team. I mean, that's it, really. No NFL is about to leave, and
Chargers are gone.
Yeah, so just
the for years.
Yeah, just the Pedros, and that's it. But then again,
most people in this town, at least ones that I know of, would rather see the Chargers leave than Comic-Con leave.
Oh yeah, Comic-Con.
We were over and done with the Chargers and their crap.
Yeah.
Spanos always bitching about the stadium and stuff, and then they're the shitty team. So
it all goes back to that Ryan Leaf decision.
But then again, you look at San Diego. You got the beach, everything. I mean, fuck football. I mean, at least you'll get 3 games on Sundays now. If you haven't already, you'll get 3 or maybe 4 games on Sundays.
We try and watch it. It's so expensive to go to a game, so we want to watch it on TV. But then they got blacked out half the time, so you couldn't even watch your own.
Yeah, if I was out there, I would
probably watch on
that beach volleyball. I see some of the beach volleyball out that way.
Oh, Roger, yeah.
That's where you want to go.
The beach and maybe MLS or something. They build a hockey.
No, you want to go beach volleyball. Trust me.
I'm with Roger on that one. That's not bad.
Yeah, I would agree. Beach volleyball, yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, but Petco Park, you guys, is full of craft beer. You need to come and come to a Padres game. It's just fun. It's an awesome venue.
Yeah, I saw your video from the ballpark there, and I haven't been to San Diego
Petco.
for years, but every time I've been there, it's like no matter what time of year, it seems like it was 75 degrees.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's just, it's
Yeah.
sweet.
Been 30 years since I've been out to San Diego. I remember going out to the Navy Pier or whatnot out there.
Mm.
Is
Yeah.
it? How expensive is San Diego? I guess never mind.
Well, LA is worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would agree.
I
every
remember
way.
the weather just being awesome though. When we was
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. It's,
Well, let me say this. You got the good parts of San Diego and you got the rough parts of San Diego.
yeah.
I'm sure the rough parts of San Diego is probably inexpensive versus the nice part of San Diego, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for somewhere in between.
The
Well,
one thing is, when I
You
went
need
to
to come on out and I'll show you around. I know about several hundred realtors that'll help you.
Definitely.
I'll say it's a really pretty city. I know when I went to San Diego back in, I think it was the late 90s, we went down, we were visiting one of the Merrill Lynch offices. They were up in one of the high-rise towers. I forgot what floor it was on, but it took us like 45 seconds to get where we were going.
Yeah.
And the office they had, it just overlooked the whole city. And it was just like, it just looked so pretty from up top there, yeah.
Downtown.
It would just be me, my missus, and my kid, and that's it. Or if she doesn't want to leave Alabama, then just me. A nice little one-room shack, just hanging out, go to the beach and just hang out.
If you're going to be a beach bum, do it in San Diego.
Yeah, drinking one of these cheap things every day. Budweiser. The king of beer.
the real king of beers.
Yeah. It's a fun town. You guys would love it. You need to come and visit. Hit up the breweries that are here.
Yeah.
There's AleSmith, Stone, Ballast Point. Yes, I know they got bought out, but still.
I love Stone beers.
When's the resort supposed to be done in San Diego? Like
The
next
what?
year? They're doing that hotel resort for Stone, the beer hotel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. They have their own farm up there. I mean, it's insane. Stone has a bunch of locations here. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
the resort is like next year possibly supposed to be done.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
amazing.
go ahead. Finish up, Holly. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying there's so many breweries you can go to while you're here.
Yeah.
Is Firestone close to you?
Now, Firestone is up by my baby up in Paso Robles.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about 5 hours north of here.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it's closer to San Diego than that for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's up there, 805 and all that.
Do they distribute down there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did a review of the 805. Yeah.
What I was gonna say.
What's your YouTube page? I have to follow you so I can watch
Yeah, I need
your
to follow
videos.
you as well, Holly.
Holly's Happy Hour. Woo!
Holly's happy hour.
You have a question,
He's
John?
gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's not
Sorry.
like Dan. Dan like took a year or whatever.
Patient with me. I'm still learning my way with YouTube and all that and beer. I'm just an excited learner.
You're doing fine
Huh?
on your channel.
I've just subscribed to you there. So.
Oh, thank you. What's
I
yours?
watched a Rampant Lion reviews.
What? Rampant.
Rampant Lion reviews.
Cool. Then
When
I'll
you-
subscribe to you.
Holly, when you go to
A bit more awake.
And he actually isn't in bed when he does his reviews.
I actually do get up and move around, yeah.
But you'll get the urge that you might want to watch Highlander when you watch James' reviews.
Yeah.
hey, Highlander, that's a good movie.
Highlander, when you watch James' reviews, like, I haven't watched Highlander in a while.
Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery. That's a good movie. I like that.
Ramirez.
I watched that movie. I need to watch it.
Oh, you never saw Highlander? Oh, man, Sean Connery is fine as Christopher Lambert. I forgot who the guy is that goes after Sean Connery. Like, Ramirez! Paul would know because Paul's here now. Paul loves the 80s. I don't think Paul can hear us yet, though. Or he's staying very still.
Holly, people need to talk to you.
It's frozen in
All
time.
right, guys, I'm back.
Hey, there's Lance.
Sorry for technical difficulties. My computer decided to restart all of a sudden.
So Lance is our newbie breaking his cherry on this show to this week. So he's a little late to it. He was like asking me if we're going to do it tonight because he wanted to get on, and then he took a nap and forgot we were doing it tonight.
I like that. Hey Lance, I like that green screen in the background.
Fall asleep all of a sudden.
Well, welcome, Lance. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your show. Tell us what's going on up in Accra.
All right.
How do you spell that?
Hello, everybody. Everybody. Yeah, Lance Lush here. Hold on a sec. Get some sound here. My name is Lance Lush. Let's see how I do beer reviews up here in Akron. What am I drinking tonight? I'm actually drinking my own tonight. You know.
Lance has started home brewing.
Ooh. But you're from Akron?
Yes, Akron, Ohio.
I am so sorry.
Oh, thanks for the love.
Shots fired from PA.
But then you got Thirsty Dog, you got Hoppin' Frog right there. Down the road on like 224 or whatever, you go down to Broadman, Ohio, you get to go to that Vintage Estates. Oh my God.
Oh, yes. The scene here is actually getting ready to, I wouldn't necessarily say blow up, but it's getting ready to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we got Paul, who's from PA.
Back Pennsylvania.
Oh, do we really think Paul's from this planet? I'm not quite too sure.
I'm not, yeah. I'm an interdimensional Sasquatch being.
And what are you drinking tonight, Paul?
I have a menagerie of things in front of me. What I'm going to actually consume, I have no idea. Everything from Ardbeg to Hardy Woods to Southern Tier to Scotch to bourbon. I don't know. I don't know. I'm actually my one daughter's with me today, so I'm thinking about having her coming out and pick the prettiest label and say, drink all that. So I don't know. I'll just let her pick. You know.
Get her to bring her axe again.
Yeah, she left it in the yard.
Again and do the axe dance.
Yeah, my problem is she left it in the yard because she's very unprofessional.
You get out there, you get that axe.
Okay, put it in the thing. Just
you guys see my frisbee.
She got a fidget spinner, whatever the hell that is. And
the fidget toy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the fidget.
Okay, go away before I eat you.
Did you tell her to pick a beer?
Oh yeah. Which one should I drink? Pick one. There you go. Pick one. There you go. Pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the tail, if it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'm drunk tonight. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh no, it's not that bad. She just picked the New School IPA from Southern Tier Brewing Company.
There you go.
Okay, from upstate New York, right?
Yep, Lakewood.
Yep. That's some of their stuff. And their double whatever milk chocolate. Was it stout? I think that was what it was.
The 2X stout.
2X stout, right?
2X stout, yeah. I've had that.
Excellent.
I got one of their barrel-aged something in the fridge. I got to do that one at some point.
They did a back burner. It was called. It was an English style barley wine aged in oak and stuff. That was pretty good.
I think that might be the one I have in there actually.
You got to get a lot of age on it to make it really good, but it was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in Pennsylvania, like I was just showing my one friend, I was like, "Hey, we got space dust. It just hit the shelf. It's from Fine. It's a super fresh." Super fresh. That's Pennsylvania fresh, baby.
PA fresh right there.
PA fresh.
A Wawa thing. That's PA fresh. Does anybody else ever go to the fridge and find a beer and they're like happy? I didn't even know I had this beer in here.
Yeah,
I beer in a
fridge. I get excited when I find a beer I forgot I had. Oh, forgot about you.
I've done that with my.
Do that all the time.
That's what happened with this. And I'm glad I had forgot it because it's gross.
Is that why you're struggling with it?
Yeah. It's still full, you guys.
You see,
Are you going to finish or do a drain pour?
It's not a drain pour. Yeah, exactly.
It ain't worth the calories that I'd have to burn it off.
Save those calories for something good.
Yeah. Right on.
Most excellent. 10 out of 10.
That's what like Dean has like the best one because it's like he does his out by his screen door. He just throws it right out the door, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I remember one of them he did what was it, a camel or some malt liquor he did, just throw it like, man, fuck this. I said, man, that was probably the most funny thing I ever seen.
It's funny because he'd be like, no, and he'll turn and he'll throw it.
Yeah, for me, it's
bam.
For me, it's the kind of accent as well. He's just like, fuck that.
we did that. Joe was over for that big beer thing we did.
Brilliant.
So you ever have a beer so bad you feel like you had to drink another beer to get the taste out of your mouth?
I've never had bad beers, you know.
What do you mean you never had bad beers?
Well, no. I just know that
everything's a B plus.
Hey, Roger.
B plus.
Hold on, John. Hold on for a minute.
Well. Let's take that back. Take that back. I would agree with that. Big Flats was bad, and Lance, you and I both know what we're about to say right now. Rockdale, yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where I was going.
Rockdale Classic, yes. That was as bad as it can be. That was like, no, thank you.
I will say this about that beer is like it was so bad. I tried to get one of those beers to a couple of the neighborhood drunks. They came back to my apartment and gave it back. You know it's bad when they try to give it back to you.
Yeah, when the drunks want to return
John,
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Man.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty bad if that happens.
Oh man.
I've never even seen Rockdale, but I hear
Knock on the door like, hey man, look, take this, man. You got still reserve, man.
Actually, no, I gotta ask that question.
They'd probably be like, just give me 4 Loco. You got that instead?
I'm gonna show you guys now what I got.
The 4
Oh
Loco.
man. Woo, yeah. I mean that Rockdale Classic, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, so
it's so bad right now, man. That thing could be like $1.26 from a 24-ounce can at Walmart right now.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You know,
everybody's had bad beer at some point.
Well, I mean, I've had some beer that is technically considered good, but the weedy, earthy hops just leave this like some Belgians with the yeast and the weediness. It just permeates your palate, and you're just like breathing and burping like rotten summer weeds. It's like, oh, this is so I was like, I gotta drink a couple things to get this out of my face.
You go and it's like, oh, it tastes good.
That's it.
Like some video.
Oh no, Holly! No.
Well, that's the second worst review I've ever done in my life is 4 Loco.
I never heard of it till last week.
Why don't you save yourself from the review and just do it now so we can watch and
do it now and just say thumbs down.
You see how big this is?
Right now.
Yeah.
That'll boost ratings by tenfold.
What flavor of 4 Loco is it?
It's
red. Can't you see it? It's red flavored.
It's peach.
Peach?
Oh, peach flavored.
Now it's still 14%. Like all Mars, like just it's higher than that.
This is 12.
12.
Well, mine's is 12.
Because it's 12, does it mean it's worth drinking? No.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, actually, you know, if you could do a comparison, alcohol by volume, I'll do a comparison right here. KBS was 11.8, and that is 12. So by quality standards, that's 0.2 higher in quality than KBS.
I know where you're going with that.
You can't put quality with a K, you know.
My Jubilee is a 12. Is my 12 the same as Holly's 12? My Jubilee's a 12. I have teeth, Ray. Could you milk me?
Well, maybe I should do a comparison. This and what should I compare it to?
Restaurant.
Slits.
Slits?
Actually,
No, don't ever compare that to an American classic.
Bathroom cleaner, you know. I never tried that. I should try that, you know.
You drink that, you're gonna have Cindy Ben on your channel complaining.
Oh God, she was on this other channel. What's his name? Backwood Boom.
He was on Backwoods fame.
Backwoods Billy, I think.
No, the other one.
Right?
He wouldn't give a shit. He would just write Pop a Top.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
That's
he
what he
did
does
a video about it. He did a video today about it.
Oh,
Good old-
Crusaders are going to crusade.
Good old cigarette burns 2001.
Haters are gonna hate.
Go play with your dolls.
Yeah, I did that. I called her. That was my censored name for her.
Yeah.
That's my
She kept
socially
going on
acceptable
to me
name. For her.
about like, oh, I have found the ways of what was it? Who's the Mormon guy again? I forget his name. Joseph Smith. And I just kept having this debate with her about why would I bother with Joseph Smith when I can go to Valhalla and get wenches meat and pork for all eternity. And she
I will
thought,
supple meat out of a goat. So beat that, bitches.
oh dear.
Oh, yeah.
Does your goat give you meat? I don't think so.
Have you had this one before, Paul, though? From Victory, that you're in PA, Jubilee?
I don't drink beer.
No, you pretty much don't. You pretty much chug it. You don't drink it.
Are you insinuating that I am a drunk, sir?
Hey, what's that one? Like, I'm gonna get that up here. Fill me in on that one.
The Jubilee?
Yes.
Well, this is a different style. This is a beer brute style. So it's actually done kind of as a wine hybrid, 12% ABV.
I haven't seen it in
This is
my
the first
area
time
yet, so
I
I
actually
haven't
saw
had a chance to try it.
1.9.4 ounce bottle, 12%.
Yeah, just keep talking. Rub it in my face.
Uses sparkling wine yeast,
Ugh.
German Blanc hops. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. If you like wine and you like beer, it goes together nicely on this one.
Now, is it like a dark? Is it like a red wine, a white wine,
It'd be like a white wine. I'll have a little bit
like a red wine.
I'll do a review.
Rod,
on
you
it.
still sipping on that?
I had 25 ounces of 12% ABV. I'm taking my time. You don't rush this.
Guys.
Todd, you don't rush this.
You need a nipple for that thing or what?
You say nipple, Tom's going to appear.
Don't make me chug a bottle of this. Just don't make me. 'Cause I'll do it.
Oh, it sounds like a challenge, Paul.
Don't make me.
Like, don't make me. I say make me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Drunken One? He says all my review heroes in one spot. How cool! If you want to get in, let me know. I'll shoot you an invite. You can join us.
Come on in.
I don't think he really exists. I think he's a phantom.
Drunken One? Why?
Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
a myth.
He's a myth. He's a legend.
I've seen his reviews. He's for real.
Hey, you fucker, you this real. I'm like, yep, that's you.
Hey, Craig said the heavies are in the house as well.
I'm not that fat.
It's an all-star cast. I know Tom left right now. Well, Tom's supposed to come back. He was actually grilling.
Although I did impress the guys at work because I ate two 28 inches of cheesesteaks, 3 hamburgers, and 3 pounds of fries in one sitting.
Well, you're-
When the hell that happened today?
That was yesterday, and they paid for it because I did it. So I was like,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, don't do a Jack Link's challenge with Paul.
yeah.
Sasquatch.
The funny thing is, it was my daughter's birthday, so we actually got home, and when I got home, I was like, oh, cake, okay, yeah, we'll do cake, and then I had ice cream, and then this, and I was like, yeah, we're still good. We're just gonna keep eating. We're fine. Yeah, it was good times. If they would have taken out pizza, I would have probably killed myself. But other than that, we're pretty good.
So Lance, what are you doing over there? I feel like you're new. You like want to talk about anything?
Every time I hear like, "What are you doing over there?" I feel that masturbation is the only correct answer.
Oh.
Come on now. No, let's start with Lectix. It's like I got a rare Thursday night off, and it's like all of a sudden I fall asleep at 6:45, and all of a sudden I wake up like, oh snap! I got to do a chat, you know.
So waking up, pitching a tent,
If
gotta do
the
a chat.
balls come in, is this a good time to say, look at the head on that thing?
Hey, bye.
So you like changing your different backgrounds and everything to get the green screen up?
No, it's one of those ones to where it's like I had to jump on real quick, realize I promised I'd be on tonight, and it's like, oh,
no, but I mean, you can do when you do your reviews and stuff. You put a background behind you and everything now.
Oh yeah, that's one of those
cool.
things to where like I actually enjoy doing it. So it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of back end involved. So it's for me, I do like if you follow my main channel, which is the politics channel, it's one of those ones to where it's already up, and I do that channel and the reviews back to back.
Right.
So for me, it's a little easier to do it this way.
There's a couple people on there. They have 2 different channels.
I do a beer review where I'm like on the Enterprise or something.
I would do like weird shit. Like I would do like
green screen in the background.
Oh, Roger,
I'm so glad. I don't understand. You should do that. Why haven't you done that?
Well, Lance has a green screen. If I had a green screen, I'd be like, you know.
Well, okay, it's called priorities, motherfucker. You got to get them straight.
Dude, it's just a sheet. Hang one up behind you.
There you go.
See, I don't understand technology, so that would be very hard for me. But if I did understand, I put like someone getting like some kind of abdominal surgery behind me during my beer review. It'd be horrible. Like I just go to town.
You do one you're sitting on Kim Kardashian's butt or something, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm not inappropriate. I don't do inappropriate.
Not at all, right?
Now I put like Tom Green's testicle surgery on, yes, but I wouldn't put anything inappropriate. You know, there's children that watch this, you know.
You do one from Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse.
Yeah.
Your girls will love that.
Or borrowing their mom's, Facebook and say, hey, this beer stuff, this is cool.
if my kids, I was gonna say if you want my kids to watch, you got to put on like Texas Chainsaw or something like that.
Oh, that would be awesome. You could have Texas Chainsaw playing in the background while you're doing a beer review.
That'd be pretty cool. Why don't I do that?
Come on, Lance. We're giving you good ideas here, man.
No, I'm listening here, and it's like that Texas Chainsaw Massacre sounds a great idea, you know?
The thing is, like, you have to understand, like, now, like Night of the Living Dead is public domain, so you can use Night of the Living Dead, you can use Last Man on Earth.
Well, I didn't know Night of the Living Dead was public domain now. Wow.
We just mind officially blown.
I'd have like Pulp Fiction with Jules and Vince standing back there. Say what one more time?
Apparently, I've never watched Pulp Fiction, but apparently there's pliers and a blowtorch at some point.
Yeah. You like Pulp Fiction.
I don't like popular things.
Yeah. It's got enough violence so you get over it.
Well, that's why I never really got into like baths and stuff because they're popular, you know? Bathing. Yeah.
That's why we did the FABQ early, right? Before everybody else jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah, because once I'm here, everything goes downhill quick.
Yeah. Everybody started copying. We did that a long time ago.
I actually got a little nostalgic because he was saying he saw the Four Loko. He's like, "Oh, that was my second worst review," and I say that about every review I've ever done. That's my second worst. Like every time I do a new one, that's my second worst review. It's all shit. Everything I do is horrible. It's great. The best, I've been praying every day when I get online that my channel's deleted, but I'm still here. I'm like cockroaches. You can't get rid of me. You know, it's gonna be PA Brunus and Twinkies at the end of the world.
You kill one, there's another one coming.
Twinkies are always good. Always good to have Twinkies, man.
Yep.
I don't know. I like ho-hos.
I like Funny Bones.
Bugles.
I think Jerry, the beer review guy, just did a thing on Bugles on a review.
My favorite thing is from Germany. It's called Knoppers. Knopper. canapers. Oh my god, I can just eat. I literally ate in packs of them at the same time. Like,
I miss cannolis from New Jersey, from the up there.
Cannolis?
Cannolis are good.
I just so miss when I used to go to Ocean City. I used to wade in the water, and when I came out, my legs were filled with needles. And you're like, oh, that's funny. And you pull them out.
Oh man, hey! That's just a story about dropping needles in the water, man. That's just a story. That's just a myth, you know.
A myth.
All that stuff dropping in the Jersey Shore, that's not true, man.
You go to Atlantic City on a boardwalk, you'll see it, trust me.
One person gets poked and it gets going out of proportion. Hey, Craig, Camp Beer Reviews commercials on my TV right now.
Oh, man.
Him and Tina Fey. She's buying his salad.
I spent all my summers in Ocean City, New Jersey, so I understand. It's okay.
Wildwood. I was at Wildwood in 2014 in Wildwood.
I did that thing where like I was 10 and my sister was 9 and my mom would give us like $50. And he goes, "Have fun. We're going to Atlanta. Bye."
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wildwood. I've never been to.
Wildwood is really nice. A lot of retro hotels there that look like stuff. Yeah, hotels look like from the 1950s. A lot of these hotels have restaurants inside of them, like, you know, whether it be a breakfast or a lunch or dinner spot. I mean, and not that far off from the beach. I mean, it was probably, I really enjoyed that vacation when I was up there. I said, you know, I need to come up here by myself. And I told my mom, hey, bring Dad. You know, you and Dad a little time. You know, leave Jasmine, my sister, you know, home somewhere, you know, whatever. Just have a little QT time. Exactly. A little QT time. Just it was a lot of fun down there, and because we originally wanted to go to Atlantic City, but you know, we said, nah, this looks like an absolute piece of shit. You know, like
just the casinos now, the ones that haven't gone.
I mean, it's just a mess, man. It's not what the Atlantic City when I grew up seeing.
Oh, it was different.
It would be a change.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
now
really
like
changed.
Casinos and hookers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's straight hood.
When I'm there, there's a hooker. But I'm just saying.
Yeah. And, so. Yeah. A couple of theme parks.
I like City once.
Did you guys ever go to Brigantine up there? Brigantine Castle.
Brigantine Castle. What's that?
It was like one of the haunted houses out there in Brigantine, Jersey, down on the shore, and.
I remember Kids World. I remember stuff in Asbury Park. Don't remember that one. No.
Okay. Well, it was like a huge horror castle you went to, like a haunted house type thing.
Right.
My cousin got kicked out of it because he punched Dracula. But
why did you punch me? I'm Dracula.
Anybody that wears
I'm Dracula.
He kept telling him stop touching me. He was scared. He said stop touching me. Stop touching me. He finally punched him.
One punch, two punch, three punch.
Yeah.
Why is Shaq showing his feet? Oh, Shaq, please put your feet away.
Oh my God! I just saw that on my TV. That's just. That's ugly. That's ugly programming. What are you doing?
Well, they gotta keep something going right now. The game is about a blowout right now between Cleveland and Boston. So
Shaq's foot is a blowout
right now.
Yeah. They need some entertainment, but man, Shaq, man, just put your shoes back on. I can't watch that. I'm turning to hockey. No more.
So is anybody drinking anything different yet?
Yeah, I'm back on my bong water.
Your bong water.
And what was it? Okay, yeah, that's right. You showed us, Holly. Hey, Holly, quick question. I'm sorry.
Hey.
What?
Okay. Quick question. When people you talk to out there in San Diego, what is what are you hearing? What their beer of choice? I mean, what do you get from people you talk to? You rub elbows with? What's up?
Virgin Beer is a new one that just opened that's getting a lot of buzz. They're in Carlsbad. Virgin Beer. Burgeon. I need to head out there and I tried it once and they were good. Need to go back. I like Belching Beaver. I don't know. You guys heard of Belching Beaver?
I've heard of that.
Belching Beaver or Belching Beaver?
Belching Beaver. They have peanut butter milk stout. They have milk stout. They have Great Lay, which I'm going to do soon.
They were, yeah, they were over for the Copenhagen Beer Festival. Yeah.
Huh? Oh, and they have a latte. I mean, they're just really cool. You need to watch my video about the peanut butter milk stout because I did a tour of the Belching Beaver Tavern up in Vista, and it's a bitchin' spot, you guys. Really cool. Really cool to visit. And, of course, Stone, AleSmith, all the ones you know of. Ballast Point, Swamp, Pizza Port, Swami's IPA.
Oh, that was good.
What do I have in my fridge? There's a ton.
Indiana.
Mission Brewery. I mean, I'm drawing a blank. I have to Google it.
One brewery I would really recommend for you guys, because I think they're going to export over to the States fairly soon because they're just about to move from Denmark, is Amager Bryghus. They're AMAGER, and they're one of the best breweries in Europe, and like pretty much any IPA you get from these guys is awesome. They've also got really good imperial stouts and stuff like this. So yeah, if you guys come across anything from Amager Bryghus, I would.
Are you talking about Heineken?
Heineken.
Yeah, the best brewery in Europe.
Now I have a question about that. Is like, are they going to contract brew, or was something over here?
No, they're going to export their beers.
Oh, all right, export. Okay.
Yeah, because they just, you can get them pretty much all across Europe just now, but it's quite a small brewery. Like they're in an old Cold War nuclear bomb shelter sort of thing. It's quite funny. But they've just bought a new place next to the airport in Copenhagen, so they're going to be expanding and brewing with new tanks and everything like this. So it's quite exciting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going big again tonight.
Was that Tart 10?
You're out of Victory, out of Paul's neck of the woods.
What the fuck? Get out of Pennsylvania.
10% ABV. Ale with Brettanomyces. Nice little sour ale.
Are you buzzed, Ron, after that 12% you just had, or 11 point whatever? Like,
no.
No, I mean I'm a big guy, so
he's okay. It goes all to his dick.
Yeah.
Rod is a T-34 tank. Nothing stopped. Rod is a T-34 Russian tank. Nothing stopped.
Yeah, mud, snow.
I still get asked around town, like if I'm like a Bengal or something like that. I'm like, no. I actually didn't want to get hit in the head.
You're good.
Yeah, this is a 10% sour from Victory Brewing.
Mm.
Well, it's a Pennsylvania beer. Pour it with a little bit more class than that. You just put it in the bottle.
Inspired by us at Victory for decades.
Fuck Bill.
Blah, blah, blah. You should just put on it, this is damn good, and I'd be happy.
Drink it, you'll like it, the end.
Oh, that's tart.
Well, it says tart 10. What do you expect? A little tart.
Funny thing about that, I'll tell you something to say. Oh, that is, that's nice.
Ooh.
Not too harsh on the back end. I like it. So Eric, one time, Eric Lions fan, it was so funny. I tease him about it all the time, but he was doing a video, and it was like something with coconut, and it said coconut on the label. So he's doing this video. He's like, oh, it's okay beer, but I just don't like the coconut. I don't like the coconut. And my wife is listening, and she's like, man, he does not like coconut at all. I'm like, but it's on the label. It tells him it has coconut. I'm like, the whole time he's upset about the coconut. It's like, it tells you right there it has coconut.
Yeah,
Was he doing the
Warning.
coconut porter? Yeah. I was going to say, was he doing the Maui coconut porter? Because that's all you can taste is coconut. It's like, yeah, but it's supposed to be in there.
I forgot which one. He said, yeah, he said he missed it on the label or whatever. But like, okay, well, it had coconut. It told you. Mm-hmm. Then he knocked down the rating on it because of that coconut. I'm like, it told you that coconut. You can't use that against it in the rating.
At least coconut is like a flavor that you can say. There's definitely coconut.
Yeah. Well, and he won't like the Oscar Blues one either.
What, Death by Coconut?
Sourness, though.
Death by Coconut, yeah.
It's like a liquid now and later, like a lot of the sours are.
Mm-hmm. I get this guy, like, there's some reviews where, like, he's like, I'm getting a real hoppiness out of this one. I'm getting a real hoppiness.
A little happiness.
Really? Oh, really? Oh, really?
You know what I want to see you do in one of your reviews? Paul? I want to see you do a review as Dusty Rhodes, Paul. You should be like a Dusty Rhodes tribute video.
Today, baby, we're getting this big old mama now. Gotta have a little. I got 110.
I think you put on a blonde wig, you do a Dusty Rhodes tribute, and people will crack up.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, that's right. It's playing with my tongue like a French horn, baby. I love it. It's just playing around, baby. The women that can't stand the Dusty Rhodes, they come over me. They glisten on my body. It's all sweaty. I get a little sweat in this beer, baby. I'm getting that little sweat. I love it. Mm-hmm.
Put these little polka dots on.
No, yeah. I got a polka dot Aaliyah sometimes like that. Be like, Dusty Rhodes, baby. Well, baby, if you don't get out of my way, I'm Dusty Rhodes, baby.
You probably get somebody that'll say, man, you got a pretty mouth.
I had the absolute worst. I actually had, no.
That's good. That's good stuff.
I will tell you what. There's two things more disappointing. One, it's very disappointing, and then the other thing is the Russian Imperial Barrel Aged version that I just had from Lancaster Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm.
Thinnest, weakest, most pathetic Imperial Stout I've ever had. And I was generous. Oh, believe me, I was generous. I gave it a 10. And that was generous. A generous 5 out of 10. Not good, not bad. Drinkable. That's where I put Yinling. You know, you're like 5 out of 10. Not good.
It's kind of your average middle of the road type beer.
Yeah.
No, for Russian Imperial, that sounds strange.
Bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout. You know the mark?
You know what?
Dropped it. Like it's fucking amazing. Like wow.
Now I have a question for the reviewers since I'm on tonight. Since you brought that up. Now, as far as the Russian Imperials, is that excuse me, is that really overplayed right now?
What,
as
the
far
name?
as
Just the name? The name?
No, like far as the style and people making it itself.
Well, Imperial Stouts, I mean, they're huge, massive, great beers if you do it right. The Russian Imperial Stouts has been around since the Tsars.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 brewing companies in the world that have the actual license of a Russian Imperial Stout, which is Harvey Smith and Turner, and which is related with Courage, and they're the only people that actually have a license of that, and that's what.
Does the North Coast have it with theirs? Isn't there? Because theirs is a Russian Imperial Stout. I think you Paul lock up again.
Do it, but
oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, you were in and out.
They don't have.
I feel like I'm talking to Peanut's teacher here.
Imperial Stout has to be one of the most.
Damn it! Every other word we're losing.
Beers you will ever drink.
Fortunate, but for sentences.
If you're the Donald, then Russian Imperial Stout all the way.
It's tremendous. It's tremendous if you're a Donald.
I like it all the time, Russian Imperial. I don't drink, but I like Russian Imperial.
Yeah, it was funny. I was watching part of the summit today, and they were going around the table, and everybody had a glass of water, they had a glass of wine, except for him. He had like grape juice, which is okay if you don't drink. But it's funny because he's the only one with grape juice there. Then he pushed the guy on the way to the table.
When in Rome.
Oh yeah, did you see that on the news?
Yeah,
I saw that. He pushed him off to the side. Yeah.
God.
I'm like, you can fight back. Don't be afraid of Donald.
Just the leader of the free world. That's all.
Right hook.
Yeah.
Just one time.
If I see one more meme with the Pope picture, that was a hilarious thing. The Pope did not look like he was pleased at all with that picture.
He's trying to keep it together, but you know.
Yeah.
He
Every time you see the Pope, he's usually laughing, but he was not laughing for that picture. He was not smiling. He was like, I'm trying to get to happy hour.
I'm ready for a drink.
It's like how you're looking at
water
that
into
wine. He's a look on like when you're in a meeting and someone keeps asking questions they should know the answer to, but it's holding up everybody in the office trying to get out of the meeting.
Shut up! I'm ready.
I will fucking tackle you over this table. Ask one more damn question.
See, now the 11.9 shows itself, Rod.
Yeah.
You're getting feisty.
Oh, I'm always feisty. It's just a matter of if I want to turn it up or not. I might go to 11 on this one. So that's
I don't have that facial hair anymore.
That's an old. Are you sleeping, John?
Yeah,
Again?
No, I'm just sitting. No, I'm just sitting here trying to. No.
I gotta watch you. You don't even
Lean back, making those noises. We're
You're
just
the only one that's
wondering.
scored on the show before, so I gotta make sure you're all right.
Yeah.
He just goes to sleep. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's comfortable. That's a John. He's relaxed.
John is
Relax.
he's going very Scottish. That's his
Yes.
He's just okay.
I'm watching this hockey game right now, 1-1. Yeah, it's the only game that's competitive right now. The NBA game is about out of hand, so you know, yeah.
I don't.
Wait. Everyone's proof out there for hockey.
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah. A black man watching hockey, shock.
You're surprised Tom if he comes back here.
You know,
Apparently,
Tom said, I don't know, black folks watch auto racing.
Apparently,
yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what those little like numbers and letters mean. I don't know what any, but I heard the Penguins are doing pretty good, but I don't know.
Didn't the Penguins in the final now, or did they clinch already for the conference?
I think Nashville's still in it, isn't it?
Nashville is waiting for the winner between Pittsburgh and Ottawa.
Okay.
Right now it is third period, 1-1 is the score.
Okay, well,
What's the series?
I hope they win.
Game 7.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, Nashville went to their first Stanley Cup ever this year.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have to jet lee their asses and cut their throats. Just win. I don't care.
Well, here's a question. Here's a question. Although for James, it's a little more difficult because he's over Sweden. But if a person came to you in your state and they asked you, they can go to one brewery, which brewery would you recommend?
Ooh.
In our state or city?
State. Well, I was going to do state.
Come on, that's tough.
Well, supposedly it's not an easy. It's not a take-home test, Holly.
I don't live in a state, Rod. I live in a commonwealth.
Yeah, well, good call.
Commonwealth, state,
technical?
Providence,
I'm in a commonwealth as well in Kentucky. I got your point.
Yeah, but we don't talk to you.
Yeah, well, we don't talk to Virginia either. They're a commonwealth. But in your state in your state or commonwealth, what would you say to that person as the brewery they should go to?
Come on, James. Come on. Williams Brothers, just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
I would say
James will probably say McKellar.
Probably Bruce. I think.
No, he's not in his province or region.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sconet. Sconet would be Bruce.
And Roger.
If a person came to you, they just said,
I would say let's go to Fairhope.
What's the best brewery to go to in your state? Who would you send them to?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Maybe up to Huntsville, straight to ale, I guess for me would be that.
What do you like about them?
What, straight to ale?
Yeah. They got like a good variety, or are they pretty solid?
Very, very easy in bed. Very easy in bed.
So is Monica Lewinsky, but she'll tell me.
I like their straight. I like their well, I guess their Polish style beer, which is very foamy. I like their brewery. I like their attitude. I like their style. I would say that would be a good place to visit.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about anybody else? You guys seem stumped.
Are you fucking kidding me? Stumped? Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you need a Jeopardy music?
Yeah.
Actually, I
do. I'll say Stone.
You would say Stone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why would you say Stone?
Because Stone is badass and they're growing. They're getting everywhere. They're in Europe and.
Yeah, but the person only comes a year state in. They don't care about a year. They want to know what's.
Well, Firestone Walker's in your state, and so
right.
is like.
Yeah, but I'm not in Paso. I'm in San Diego.
What's your state?
Yeah,
though?
but state, the whole state. California,
yeah, I know, but I haven't been.
Humboldt Brewing
Company. You think it's Stone? You think it's Stone? I'm just,
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Stone. Is it like the variety? Is it the consistency? Is it just the?
Yeah,
Greg cockiness.
Yeah, I think their overall attitude and their success in business, and they're not caving to.
And that's why everybody in Colorado should say Budweiser and Coors and Miller because their successfulness. Yes. Oh, it's okay. I'm just giving a shit. It's okay.
Could be Russian River too, though.
Well, see, now you got Russian.
What a hipster.
Yeah. Just saying.
Who would you say, Paul?
I don't drink beer, remember?
Yeah.
I would say full pint in Pittsburgh because they're good guys. They are very generous. They have great varieties of beer, and they have that kind of down earth thing. And they just opened a place in Pittsburgh, so if you can stomach a city for more than an hour, you could actually go shit too.
Yeah. Well, that in the people.
Their old brewery, the actual brewery, is right behind an 84 Lumber. So it's like, smell of wood and beer. Makes me feel like home,
84 Lumber will do that to you.
And they're very generous, nice people, and the one I got so excited when I went there for the first time that I forgot to on my truck, and then I killed my truck battery. And I was so confused and embarrassed. He had to help me jump my truck that I offered him $10. Like, thanks, I gave him $10. He goes, "Fuck you, take your money." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I gotta go." They're like, "Fuck you, take your money." But he did it in a way that was like, I don't want your money. I'm trying to help you out, buddy. I'm like, "Okay, I gotta go." But it was great. Like don't patronize me, but like we're good. Oh, there it was like, "Hey, well, do you want some of this? Do you want some of that?" I said, I drove. He goes, "So what you're saying is I have to give your buddy that came with you double everything." I'm like, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, And the last time I went there, excuse me, I really like their Rye Rebellion. It's a rye barrel aged imperial stout aged in rye whiskey. I really like that beer.
Yeah. And
what he did was, I said, any beer that I haven't came here, and this is 4.5 hours away. I don't ever go there. Like I've only been there 2 or 3 times. And he said, "Okay, it's just all your new beer that you've done in the last year." And he goes, "Okay, that's no big deal. Just make a case of them and I'll pay for it because it's like $50 a case. It's not cheap, but it's good." Excuse me, it's good. And he went through and he goes, "I made a case for you. And it's $20. I was like, "Oh, thanks a lot, man. You're going to review them, so it's not a big deal." Well, you don't need to do that, but thank you. So we got a bunch of merch and shit. We paid for that, and then we left. And I got home. He gave me the beers I didn't review, and then he filled the rest with Rye Rebellion.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And I'm like, winning!
That's a winning night, yeah.
And like he remembered, like that's what the beer I liked. I didn't tell him that. Like I didn't ask him to do that. Is pretty fucking cool.
Well, it's always good to take an interest in the people, yeah.
Yeah, like you actually remembered that from like a year and a half ago. Like holy shit, that's pretty awesome.
What about you, Todd?
I have probably 3 favorites, but if I had to narrow it down to one, it'd probably be sure.
Be which one?
With a close second being probably 18th Street Brewery, and then a close third would be Taxman.
What was the first one now?
Three Floyds.
Three Floyds. Okay.
Three Floyds, yeah.
Yeah.
Plead the Fifth, very good.
Floyds is-
I had barrel aged Plead the Fifth, and it was very delicious. That was my
Oh, that's
950th
Michigan.
review.
And,
Yeah, Plead the
Plead the
Fifth.
Fifth
is
That's Michigan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Three Floyds. I'm sorry about that. I got my beers mixed up.
Three Floyds.
I had their
Zombie Dust and Robert.
I had their
Gumball Head, Alpha King.
I had their Gumball Head and their Alpha King, and I had something else that I'm trying to remember what the hell it was from Three Floyds.
Was it Zombie Dust?
Everything. No, I haven't had that yet. I can't find it. I can't find Zombie Dust anywhere.
I can
make it an extra
send
one.
you some if you want to. If you want to do a trade, Paul, sometime I can send you some.
Don't patronize me.
Don't mess with his emotions, Todd.
I will send you all the Yinling. All the Yinling.
I can get that too.
One Zombie Dust is like two cases of Yingling.
Yingling here now. I don't want that.
That's true. Eric and Lions fan needs Yingling. He can't get it up there.
But it'd be
do that.
close.
I won't do that to
18th Street
somebody.
Brewery is in Hammond, Indiana, which is probably about 30 miles or so from where Three Floyds is at. Actually, is it Three Floyds in Hammond? The hell, I can't remember now.
Three Floyds in Munster.
Munster, that's the Munster, yeah. Hammond, yeah.
I don't think there's an O.
18th Street is in
I think there's a U.
Yeah.
Munster.
which is like about 30 minutes from Munster. So they're doing some really good stuff, and I'd put it up right up there with Three Floyds.
Okay. What about you, Lance?
Where I'm at is Taxman. It does a lot of Belgian style type beers.
Oh shit! Where's Taxman
stuff.
no,
They're in Baggersville, Indiana, which is close to like Columbus.
I was gonna say close to French Lick because I may have to go risk going.
No, I just looked it up because I just looked it up and I was going to tell you to go there, but it's like an hour and 50 from French Lick.
Now, you talk about brews here in Ohio, I'm assuming?
Like if you were going to send a person to the best brewery that you thought in Ohio, what would it be?
There's only one answer.
Ooh.
There's only one
That's a
answer.
loaded question.
He says I can go to one brewery. What one do you recommend for me to go to?
Okay, now you're in Cincinnati, and that's a whole different ball game.
Well, I'm actually in Kentucky, so my brewery would be Kentucky, but I have a lot in Cincinnati, but I'm going to use the Kentucky side.
Now, here in Northeast Ohio, it's kind of
Two answers.
Because
Paul's wearing like Thirsty Dog or something. I know he is.
No. Hear me out. The culture different in Cleveland and Akron is so different.
But you know,
It's kinda hard
Cincinnati,
to say.
that's still in the state. Cincinnati's still in Ohio. So you'd
No,
have
the
to
culture
ride dice in your bad trees and all of them too if you wanted to look at one of them.
Honestly,
But you got Great Lakes up there.
Great Lakes, like me personally, I know since they started, and that's a personal reason why I don't deal with them at all, as far as my reviews. And it's like that's different sort of different day, but it's honestly, if I told anybody go to a brewery, I'm telling you nano breweries.
Which one?
Any nano brewery.
No, you gotta give him a name. You know anything. You gotta give him a name of one to go to. He says, Lance, I got one brewery I can go to. Which one do I go to? Give me a name.
Okay. I was trying to be fair. I'm sorry. No. Honestly,
no fair.
Actually, there's two.
I can go to one, Lance. I want you to tell me the best one to go to. What makes them different than the other one?
Honestly, I would go to Hopping Frog.
No.
Thank you.
Nice call.
Thank
Nice call.
Okay, yeah.
you.
We can have
I've had Hoppin' Frog, so I know about Hoppin' Frog. So
okay, look, for those who don't know out there in the chat right now, Fred, the owner and the head brewer, I've known him for a while now, and they put some really quality brews out there. Even though me as a reviewer, I don't review them very often out of respect because I don't want to be biased.
Except the Silk Porter, which is shit.
Well,
Oh, let
shit,
Lance tell his
yeah.
own story.
Oh yeah. I'm just
I'm
saying,
local,
like, go
so I'm not
for it,
gonna. I'm trying to get respect to the local
Fine.
as much as I can.
Mm.
But it's something as far as that.
All right, Paul.
Yeah.
Also, what should his answer have been?
Well,
Oh,
hop and frog
geez.
is the correct answer. The only other acceptable answer would be Jackie O's.
Well, Jackie
yeah,
O's.
those are good ones. Those are good ones.
Jackie O's.
I'd have to
You know,
throw
like, I
Matt
don't
Tree
do
up
much
there
of
too.
go towards Cleveland, though. That's the problem.
You
It's
don't get-
No,
get-
you never go towards Cleveland in your life. That's the thing that people don't get. You don't go to New Jersey and you don't go to Cleveland.
Hey, that's not nice.
Hey, don't diss Cleveland. Don't diss Jersey either.
My legs never healed from that New Jersey trip.
Although Cincinnati calls Cleveland a mistake on the lake, so.
hey, here
Hey,
in
calm
Akron,
down,
30
calm
miles
down,
away
calm
from
down.
the same thing.
But I thought
Penguins up 2-1.
for a thirsty dog or something too.
No,
I can get Hop and
They're all
Frog
right.
here. I would say Hop and Frog is a good one. I would put
Yeah,
Mad
Hop and
Tree up
Frog
there
is
with those two though.
I would
put
if I
Mad
had
Tree.
the chance, I would gladly OD on fucking just Doris the Destroyer. If you give me a sixtel of Doris the Destroyer, I will make sure I drink every last drop of it until I die.
Is he out? No, leave it there. I'm not done.
Oh no!
That is a good one.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, James?
Now, there's
anything
a
from
thing
over in
called
Sweden you would
Taurus the
recommend as the
Destroyer.
brewery to choose?
He's not from Sweden. He's a
He's a
Scottish-
Scotsman living in Sweden,
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
whose girlfriend lives in Japan.
Yeah. So you have to go from
So he's pretty much a
Scotland
world
to
traveler.
Sweden. Yeah.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
Believe me. I'll tell you what. There is no man on this panel who has had semen in more beds than this man. I will tell you for a fact.
if I was pick, I'll go by the same rule as you then, you guys, because you guys can pick your own state. So I'll pick the county.
Guys.
So my county is Skåne, and we've got two really good breweries here. So there's Bricariat, who specialise in sour beers. That's all they do. They only do sour beers. And there's also Brewski, who are doing a lot of like these new. They're just getting into like the hazy IPAs and stuff, and they're doing some really awesome things. Like, they do a lot of fruit beers, and they do fruit beers, sour beers, and like the New England IPAs, and they're actually just starting to brew stouts and stuff too. So probably I'd choose Brewski because they're a little bit more kind of all round than Bricariat are. But those are the two really good breweries in my county just now.
Okay.
Nice.
And then of course we've got Copenhagen next door, and there's just God knows what's going on there.
You know what? If you live in jealousy and envy, you won't have a good life. All right, just calm down. Happy with what you got, you know.
Yeah. There you go. So Holly had to take off, so she had to disappear. But
no comment.
I don't know. For me, I'm actually like on the border. So, but if I say Kentucky, I'd probably hear one of the local ones is probably Braxton Brewery. I don't know if Todd had them before or not, but Braxton has a pretty good selective line of beers. They do a pretty good job of stuff, and it's a pretty cool hangout, pretty cool setup.
No, I've heard about.
Yeah,
them.
Braxton's good. I've never been there, but their beers are pretty good.
Yeah, their beers are good.
Now I heard about them. It's like, is there good? It's like my next question is like, are they trying to say hyper local dare to looking to expand?
Yeah, they're growing. They just bought their second brewery for one of the breweries that closed down. So they're doing some small batch brewing now. That actually opens this Saturday, so I'm going to try to get over there. But it's like going to be like 200 plus people, so I don't know if I'm going to try to go there early or later. But they have a great selection of different stuff across the board. If I was on the Ohio side, that would be a little bit tougher because even though we got some great ones out here in Cincinnati, like Matry and Rheingeist, and we have one as a hidden gem like Listerman Brewing does some pretty good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff from.
I'm mad at Rheingeist right now.
Yeah, see Rheingeist, but we have a lot of good ones up in northern Ohio too. So you have like the Great Lakes, the Hoppin' Frog, the Thirsty Dog. One of my
Willoughby Brew Kettle.
Yeah, Brew Kettle is another one. They come down for our beer fest. They always have some good beers.
The Mekong does the beers. They have different beers from different places. They actually have Mekong has things from Richmond, Virginia, because there's a sister plant in Richmond, a sister brewery company.
Yeah,
in Mekong up near Sandusky. They get beers from there, and you can get them there. So you have to check.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I come on these things.
And of course, we have Jackie O's in Athens, right? Like Paul mentioned too. So it's a little more tough on the Ohio side. It would probably be either on the Ohio side, it would either be Great Lakes or it would be, honestly, it'd be kind of the one Listerman, which is off the Xavier University campus that many people out here know about, but other people don't.
Oh, damn. I would have scored. Shit.
Yeah.
2-2.
And Gene's in with the score update.
Thank you, Gene. I'ma stay.
But that's that's just a little thing. Like if people that are watching that don't know other areas around the country, what kind of breweries they might want to visit if they visit certain states, So I figured I'd ask you guys what you guys would recommend out there.
Is that Rod? Are you in the area that's? I was doing my research for one of the breweries recently, and is it Appalachia or something, or Appalachia?
Appalachia.
That's more like Paul's backyard.
Yeah, Appalachia.
If you ever watch Deliverance, you can see how people are in Appalachia a little.
If he ever comes to my house, he'll see how people are in Appalachia.
But
will never be the same.
Where I went to school at West Virginia, that was pretty much Appalachian area for the most part. I mean, you get over a little bit more into the hills and mountains, but Appalachia runs like where Paul is in the PA down through the Carolinas, parts of the Virginias and stuff. But yeah.
Okay.
I will say that some people call it the Appalachian.
Some do.
But it's
Depends where you're at. Depends where you're at. What side are you on?
Well, here in Akron, we call them locals,
It's all about where you grow up.
Shut your mouth.
It's like title.
Have you ever
sometimes
been,
it's Louisville,
have you ever been to a
sometimes
place
it's
called the Iron Saddle?
Right?
If you go to Louisville and you call it Louisville, then like, oh, you're not from around these parts, are you?
Yeah,
it's Louisville.
You're an outsider. But you sure do have a pretty mouth.
You got to know the place you're going to.
The newcomer. Let me speak to the newcomer.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Iron Saddle in Akron?
Iron Saddle.
Yes, I have.
Yes,
and that's
you
a
have.
rough place. Let me tell you.
That's where all my buddies hang out in the Iron Saddle in Akron. That's all my buddies.
Down there on South Street, that is not for me.
Well, you know what? I completely agree with you.
And I grew up in there.
I've heard stories, and I was like, I cannot swill a beer in that place without getting punched in the face. And if I can't swill a beer, I can't drink it. So so I don't know if I can hang out there. So, but they tell some very nice stories themselves. But yeah, the Iron Saddle is where all my friends hang out.
Yeah, that's one of ones.
They said it was closing. I'm not sure if that was true or not. If it's still open or not.
Well, actually, there's some truth to that because like we're out Iron Saddle's out on South Street. They're on South and Schweitzer. They're the freeway. They had the monstrous project, and everybody down in that corridor is getting hammered right now.
Right.
So it's one of those situations to where they can't survive until the state and the federal government does something. So I'm not totally sure if they're going to close or not. I
may be in Akron next month sometime.
Okay.
Maybe in Akron.
You guys should do a hangout, do a live video, get together.
No, I don't see why not. There's no reason why not.
No. Because for medical reasons, I don't
absolutely no, absolutely not. This motherfucker does not need to come down and do a hangout with me.
Lance will do a hangout. Lance does on the spot reporting on stuff.
No, I'll show you all the hunts down here. I'll show you the difference between Akron and Cleveland, Columbus. And it's like I'll show you all. I'll take a day and sit you down and show you exactly what goes on, at least in this town, versus what goes on everywhere in the state. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Drunken one asked, y'all ever heard of Carbosh from Houston? Which I did hear about them for the first time today because they were one of the buyouts from AB and Bev.
Who?
Carbosh out of Houston. They were just bought out by AB and Bev as well. Yeah.
I'm sure the guy that owned that brewery he was quite involved at maybe Flying Dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was in
Fredericton, Maryland, yeah.
It up himself, and then he sold it.
As I said, my family, some of my family comes from the Houston area. I want to go down there at some point in time.
Houston
and
is
a friend of mine.
Houston's a fun city.
I don't know if you've ever seen this channel on YouTube, Canadian Sasquatch Brewing Company, like Canadian Sasquatch Brewery. He's down now in the Houston, Dallas area now too.
Okay.
So I want to swing down there and say hi to him. That tall little bastard. I hate people that are taller than me, and I want to break his legs every time I see him.
Tall little bastard, huh?
Yeah. Okay. You see those? I have a penis envy, which I don't even know why I talk to you about. But at the same time, I have this height thing. I have this height thing where Rod is like 27 feet long. He actually sent it to me. It's pretty awesome. But I have this problem with height. And he's like 2 inches taller than me. I want to break your kneecaps, but I love you like a brother. But I want
You're
to
like
break your
6'3". You're worried about someone being
taller. Verbally challenge people like me. I am
very, very worried about my height. You have to understand. I'm trying to take growing pills, but I found out they were just.
I'm not done growing yet.
I thought I was big, but I really wasn't. And then I got arrested, and then some guy called me his bitch. And then next thing you know, I was bleeding somewhere. I don't want to talk about that right now. But anyway, it was a fun night, though. I'll never forget it. Are we talking about beer? I gotta go. See ya.
Oh, what a night was on the jukebox.
Late December back in '63.
Yeah.
What
a
night. So time for me. There. Oh, what a night. Yeah.
Oh.
Frankie Vallet. Hey, Frankie. Frankie.
I like the Richie Valens. Richie.
Richie.
Oh
man.
Your screaming makes me think I gotta watch Goodfellas again. I haven't watched that in a while. I do love watching Goodfellas. That's a good movie.
I was told that I actually have to sit down, even though I hate mobsters, I hate the mafia, I hate all that stuff. I need to sit down and watch Goodfellas.
I can't believe you have not seen Goodfellas. That's like a
wow. You never seen it before? Wow.
I don't watch organized crime movies.
Didn't I say don't spend anything? What are you doing? Wasn't her mother's name? You know the cards in them.
However, I was told.
Yeah.
I was actually told that you.
No, here's what I suggest. If you're gonna watch mob movies, like the first one, I would say is
Godfather.
The Godfather.
You gotta start with Godfather. There's no other way around it. Godfather.
Watch the first.
That's the only movie I was told to watch.
You gotta watch Godfather.
Even though
Godfather.
The Godfather saga.
No, watch the first two. Didn't watch The Untouchables. Didn't watch, Goodfellas. Then I would watch, Casino.
Don't forget Casino. Wait a minute. Whoa. You skipped Scarface, son. You gotta watch Scarface.
No, Scarface is a totally different ball game,
Scarface, but Scarface.
Era,
I like to some like.
Don't diss my boy Tony Montana up here on the wall, dog. You gotta have some Scarface.
I'm sorry, you shoot me in the face. I'm sorry. On principle, I'm sorry.
Say hello to my little friend.
I like some like it hot. I can watch that.
Yeah, some like it hot
because it's a funny movie. Yeah, because the scumbags came in a little bit, and then the next thing you know, they're just running and making jokes the whole time. I don't like mobster movies. I don't like organized crime.
Why don't you like mobster movies? It's like part of American.
I don't like. It's glorifying it like it's a good thing. It's glorifying that you.
Well, look at the Kennedys. The Kennedys made all their money from bootleg. Yeah, it was a good thing for them.
I don't like the Kennedys. I don't like the fucking Kennedys. That's the thing is, I don't like fucking.
But they're rich. But also, But also,
humans.
American
I hate
Gangster with
humans.
Denzel was a good mob movie.
I just
American
Really? Think
Gangster.
so?
look,
Denzel.
Rod. I want to tell you right now. I will never not want to fuck you, but I don't like you right now. Calm the fuck down.
This is all
Calm
part
the
of the
fuck
American
down.
culture. These are good
Ugh,
movies.
America. I don't even think I live in America. I'm gonna warp again.
But you're kind of like out on Nell's playground out there in the woods. So
Ziggy, beat me up, Ziggy. Ziggy, I'm ready. What do you want from me? I'm Scott Bakula in another fucking body.
Scott
I'm
Bakula.
sick of this.
Quantum Leap.
Sick of this.
Quantum Leap was a good show. It was a
It was a good show,
No,
wasn't
it was an
it?
excellent show.
Yeah. That's the level of dorkism I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, Quantum Leap was awesome.
Yeah.
And anyway,
All right,
go
guys,
fuck
I gotta run.
Todd, I knew you'd cop out first. I just knew it.
What happened?
Last one's to hang around, Paul.
Are you out of here, Todd?
Well,
Are you out of here?
Yeah, I gotta get.
What? You gotta get what? What do you gotta get, Todd? What do you gotta get? Gotta get a
It's
little
called
something,
pussy.
No.
I gotta get a little something.
Gotta get it before she puts the sweatpants on.
Hey, fuck you,
She's
because bitches that wear sweatpants are awesome. Because most of the hookers that I do anymore have sweatpants on. Because fuck you.
She's already in bed.
And
What movie was that? That was in the movie
So
too. He didn't get
are you
his
trying-
sweatpants came on.
are you trying to get that sneaky, snory ass to mouth that you can't usually get? Because that's pretty awesome.
Todd's gonna be like, Todd's gonna be tapping her shoulder. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? As he tries to spoon a little bit.
Hey. Are you talking in your sleep, or are you actually still awake?
Are you talking in your sleep?
I'm talking
Just
in your sleep.
Hope-
I
if
feel
you
the
accidentally,
spirit that you keep. I'm sorry.
what you have to do is if you accidentally pull out a plum, make sure you put it in her mouth and she cleans it off and she doesn't even know. And there you go. Like, I don't know why your breath smells like shit. I have no fucking idea.
My fault,
man.
Rod. Yeah, I was just trying to leave, and then all of a sudden it just jumps off the tracks.
I let Paul go too far on that trade. He took it around the corner.
Hey, Hey, quick question, guys. What are y'all drinking for this holiday weekend? For those not in Canada, but those in the States, what are y'all drinking for this holiday weekend?
I am drinking. I got a big bottle of it. It's called Regret, and I'm just gonna flavor it.
Honestly, John, I don't know what I'm drinking just yet. I mean, it's Thursday night, and it's like I got a plant shut down, so it's like I'm drinking my own right now. I have no idea what I'm gonna drink right at the moment. I really don't.
Your happiness hurts me a little bit now. I'm just saying. Like, you're very, very positive.
He is pretty positive. He's a positive guy. No wrong with that.
Oh, that's for sure.
I mean, I got Labatt's in the fridge when he bust that out, you know?
Hey, don't diss Labatt's. Labatt's is good.
Hey, it's not really that good.
My bottom fridge is like mostly all bombers now, so it's going to be some bigger drinking. But
I don't feel.
I'll probably make a beer run sometime this weekend.
I got these for these. I don't know if y'all go
I'm dying to drink that Evil Twin double fudge I got in the fridge.
Yeah. No, guess what? You'll be disappointed.
They got the KBS in there. I haven't
good.
that either.
It'll probably be an American adjunct lager. Unfortunately, I have to work this weekend.
American adjunct lager? What? Are you
know.
I will forgive this. Like
the family's making John have to drink Budweiser the whole weekend.
Yeah.
John, are you barbecuing? Are you making some food
we're probably gonna do something. We're probably gonna do something with the kids on Monday. Just a little, hot dogs, burgers on the grill. Yeah. We were gonna do something Sunday, but unfortunately, I gotta work Sunday.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if you can find it in your area, but Southern Tier just released a Pilsner, a German Pilsner, that's actually pretty proper.
I'll probably be able to find it.
So I saw it on the shelf this morning. Went to the store. Like, you had it yet?
I haven't had it yet, but I'll probably be able to find it at my Rouse's supermarket. So.
But John's family's like, "What are you drinking?
So,
why are you drinking that?" John's family always gives him a hard time.
I'm
exactly. Saying, like, what the fuck is this? What are they? We're Bud Light. I want Bud Light.
I'm just saying. Like, sorry,
John, it's because you're watching hockey. I got a feeling.
Yeah.
Actually, there's
John, why you
there's
watching
two.
hockey, man? Why you watching hockey?
What's wrong with the? I don't like it's a sport, right?
Clearly
It's not good enough.
clarifies you as a white guy.
Yeah.
Turn on the Indy 500.
A white guy in a black
Why
person's
you putting
body.
Indy 500
Yeah, I know.
on?
Oh, this white chocolate. I get you said it all the time. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
John's got the Indy.
I'm still trying to figure out what hockey is. What? There's actually two really nice pilsners out right now. Southern Tier just released a pilsner, and there's another pilsner from Founders called PC Pills. That's actually pretty good. It's very sessionable and the whole deal. So if you ever see any of those, give those a go too, and then you can mix it up a little bit.
And that's like adjuncts in it, or just straight up.
It's straight up right on its Kubota.
Drunken one got my attention there. He said quintuple IPA from Carbach and Trillium dialed in. But I can't get freaking Trillium where I'm at, but I don't know if I can get. I don't get Carbach either. I can't really drink any of those beers.
I don't need their hype. Fuck them.
But they sound fucking good.
Yeah, fuck them.
Quintuple IPA?
Yeah, you can kiss my ass right now. I don't give a shit. I don't care about their hype. That's another thing.
We actually got to taste of Cincinnati this weekend, so we'll have some beer breweries down here doing some
Ignore their hype. Just ignore it. Just be like, you know what? Fuck your hype. I don't give a shit.
Have you guys ever thought about being like a beer ambassador or anything on the side, messing around?
What does that even mean?
Like Great Lakes, they're down here hiring for people to be a beer ambassador. They pay like $20 an hour. You basically just go to the store, you pour the beer and talk about Great Lakes.
No, you know what the problem is? You can't be like, you know what, this beer sucked dick like my first ex-wife, really, really bad. Like, you can't say that if you're a beer ambassador. You know, that's the problem. Is like, that's why I would never be a beer ambassador, because if I want to say something about a beer, I'm gonna fucking say it. If you don't like
Thank you.
You can kiss my fucking
You
ass.
make $10 an hour then.
Exactly. I wouldn't make full rate, but there you go. I'll just
I think if you sign on with them, it makes it hard for you to be objective about the beer. But if they send you the beer for free, you can be objective. Although sometimes people aren't as objective as they could be. You can still be. Like, I tell people, they send me beer, I'm going to give you a true rating on it. They're like, okay, well, that's cool then, blah, blah, blah. So if they believe in their beer and it delivers, I'll give them a good, thing about it. If not, I'll say, hey, this isn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always give them a B+.
However, I've never. It is like choking down anal beads from a dead hooker on the south side of LA on a hot day. I've never heard you say that about a beer, and that's the thing, is I've never heard you get to that point yet. Like, get to that.
I am actually going to jump off here.
I kind of got lost in the anal bead. And then you threw in the south side. It was like, okay, I'm totally off now.
And that's why you don't invite me on shows.
I always invite you on shows. You're the entertainment factor. You're like my Ed McMahon there.
We got the $10,000. We got the $10,000 winner now.
Talk to you later.
Me too. I'm out of here.
Right,
see you, John. See you, Paul.
John.
Later, everybody. Peace out. It's been fun.
Hey, we might do a holiday weekend version this weekend, so
let me know. Send a link. I'm down.
I'll be around.
We're gonna jump on Holly for the holiday weekend.
I don't know. People will be drinking anyway. So if people are drinking, why not do a show, right? So talk about it.
She showed me.
Talk about who made talk about who made the bad potato salad, who burnt the meat.
Exactly. Who burnt the meat? My meat is always burnt. It's burnt. It's scorned.
The guy that stands at the grill, you gonna flip that yet? You gonna flip that yet?
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, keep.
This sounds like my stepdad. It's like,
just slap it, flip it, rub it down. Oh no!
I'm like, you're in my house now. I will flip when I'm ready to flip.
Rod see me eat a piece of meat.
Flip it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no!
Put some applesauce.
If I want to, if you want me to cook one, I'll cook one right now because I'm kind of hungry. Just thinking about it, like, oh. I like my steak like I like my women, cold and purple.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's just right.
Although, Paul, you need to do a video about you
It's
eating
just
pizza.
right.
You would get the ratings on how you eat pizza for sure.
Oh, you roll it up like a burrito and just go. Isn't that how everyone does it?
You're like a machine. Is the sun up now, James?
I was hungry.
Yeah, the dog's up as well.
Is that your new girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, come. Wait till you see this guy. Shell, come on. You
That's how
lazy
I
dog,
talk to
move
my
your
ex-wife. Come on, get up
Shell.
there, bitch. Go on, get it. Lay down, spread those legs. Come on, bitch. Get up. That's right, good girl. Yeah, fucking suck my balls. That's good. Yeah, that's great.
Boy, sit down.
Oi, yeah. That's
Drunken One says he also had Rheingeist roar from Paul's side of town, but Rheingeist is actually from my area in Cincinnati, not Paul's, because Paul's in PA.
Stop drinking for a second and know what the fuck you're talking about, you fucking son of a bitch.
Okay.
By the way, send me free beer.
I have a
now.
Okay, hold on a second. I have a question about Rheingeist.
What about Rheingeist?
Okay, now my question is this, and it's more of a loaded question in general.
Uh-oh.
Like a semen.
No, like that.
You got to publish.
You take
see something about Mary, you got to unload first.
I don't fucking laugh at shit.
Oh,
go ahead, Lance.
Okay, now I noticed a few weeks ago they popped up in a Circle K, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I thought it was just a one-off from the distributor. I go to Youngstown last week, and I saw them.
Don't go to Youngstown.
And it's like
keep going.
It's become a situation where a lot of these mid-range breweries, coming like they're getting too big too fast, and they're lowering their quality, so to quote unquote, so to speak, for exposure.
Right.
Well, Rheingeist, I mean, I know the owner and a couple
not
of
exposure reason. It's actually like most mid-range. If you notice, mid-range brewing companies, they're doing this on purpose. And I hate to say this, I feel that we don't know everything that everybody else knows. We don't know everything the big guys know. And a lot of these mid-range breweries are inundating for a purpose. Sorry about that. Inundating the craft beer. I got the burst, man. This is carbonated shit. Inundating the craft beer. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I'm just saying. Inundating the craft beer circle because guess what? If you look about 2 or 3 years, and I go. If you look about 2 or 3 years ago, you could see these fake companies inundating the market, and they were garbage, and they were owned by AB and add beer purposely to make craft beer look like shit. And I don't think that stopped. And I don't think we know as much as we should know about a lot of these other breweries. And I think they're buying out more, and they're doing things more than we actually know. And that's the only reason. If you see a mid-range shit brewing company, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm just saying, if you see a really mid-range shit kind of mediocre brewing company that you know for a fact is shit mid-range, you see them expand all of a sudden, don't think it's a coincidence. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like, don't think it's a coincidence.
Well, the one thing that I'll say with Rheingeist, because I actually know one of the owners and I know some of the brewers.
I'd love to try their beers.
I know some of the brewers over there. They actually have been getting massive expansion because of the solid beers they're doing. So last year they were voted number 2 in the country for best new brewery in like USA Today or whatever, and that led to more dollars being fed into them, I believe.
USA Today. I'm sure they're not owned by anybody of interest.
They're not. Actually, they're not.
No, USA Today is a
No,
true
they're not. They
independent.
actually had to do a release here in Cincinnati saying they were not owned by the people because people started questioning it. But they actually make a good beer. They have a good operation. They have some good sound management behind them, and they're expanding into markets the way they need to expand into markets. So they do a good job of the marketing of everything. But once they got that notoriety behind them, it pushed them up. Where now Lance is seeing them up there in Akron and different areas. So they're growing at a good pace. I mean, they are a buyout candidate, but it hasn't happened as of yet.
Well, it's like my whole thing is like, it's one of the ones where like I haven't, like with them, like I have no business seeing them in the Circle K.
Yeah. I mean, I had somebody say they saw them out in California and some of their stuff now. So they're growing. I mean, it's all the distribution on what levels they get set up with because we have the 3-tier distribution. They're getting on with the right companies that are pushing them out in the different areas. I think at some point, I mean, there's going to be an offer that comes in from AB and Bev or somebody is going to be that's a pretty big offer. And they may have to end up at some point, but right now they have not sold any of their ownership away.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're solid. I mean, they're just a solid brewery. I actually did some stuff on some of their beers. I actually went over and did a tour in their brewery. I didn't upload the video on that one, but no, they're solid. I know a few people that work over there and everything. But in Cincinnati, like Rhinegeist and Mad Tree are probably the top 2 breweries right now battling head to head on. Despite we have like 38, 40 breweries out here, those are the ones that stand above some of the rest of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if you come down here, Lance, you'll be like, oh my God, this is like freaking crazy, all the breweries we have down in this area.
Well, like I'm kind of handicapped because where I'm at, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You're like John is down in Alabama. It's like you're limited a little bit on what you see up there. That's why I asked you, like, if you've been over Toledo, because I know Chris that does Black Frog over there. There's so many other breweries, but where you're in Akron, you're a little more limited where you're at.
No, I'm making a trek out there sooner or later, you know.
Well, we have a beer festival down here in September, and we get like over 500 beers that come in, and it's just like bad house.
No shit.
And I actually volunteer because if you volunteer, you get to work the booth, and you get to drink beer from all the other booths. And if you get too drunk, they just send you home. So you have no way to lose.
Guys, I'm gonna need to like jump. I'm gonna need to jump out. I think the dog needs his walking.
The dog can't walk himself.
Fellas, I'm out too. I gotta get early morning and so
I do too, but my office is 30 feet from my bed, so I'm good to go.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
I'm gonna get up and do some work and then just take a nap at lunchtime instead of sleeping. So,
yeah.
All right.
I think Paul is.
Peace out.
I think Paul's frozen again. All right, brother. We'll catch up.
See you guys later.
See you, man. All right, James.
Bye.
So,
but so Drunken One asked if his was sent from Kentucky. Is it any good on the Roar? I actually have not had the Roar Drunken One, but I have heard good things about that one as well. I don't even know. Rhinegeist is more of an IPA type brewery, so it's probably one of their IPA styles, but I would say definitely check it out. If you ever see one from called Striker from Rhinegeist, that's a very good one as well. So that's probably my favorite one from Rhinegeist. But they make it only once a year. Striker is actually the last name of one of their brewers over there. But what do you got on your agenda this week, Lance? Anything on your channel?
Actually, no. Being the holiday weekend, I'm gonna take the weekend off.
Okay.
Now, tomorrow I'm gonna pick up another thing from Canton Brewery.
Okay.
So it's like I'm doing a review on that, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, if there's anything you're looking to do, let me know if I can help you out in any way. Like I said, Chris is up there in Toledo. I know we had a good interview with his Black Frog Brewing. If you ever want to do any interviews on your channel or something along those lines, give me a shout. I'll hook you up with some people. But
yeah, like
all of us that do beer reviews, I'm all about helping everybody get everywhere. I've got a database of different people. So if there's things you're looking to do or you're traveling, like some of the guys that travel different places, I try to hook them up with stuff too. So
no, like not the Hoppin' Frog. It was like Black Frog is one of those ones where, like, that's on the other side of the state. So, like,
yeah,
I need it's a project for me.
Yeah. Have you ever talked to Little Fish Brewing at all? Did you get those beers from them?
I do from time to time at the beer events.
Okay.
That's the only time I talk to them.
Okay. I've actually talked with them, and I did some stuff on my channel. If you ever take a look, I did an interview with one of their guys on there too. But if you ever want to try to connect with them, let me know. You know, in Ohio, we have so many good breweries. So anybody can share some stuff with you, I will. But
I really enjoyed Coonan's when I was up your way.
Which one?
Coonan's.
Coonan's.
Who's that?
In Michigan. In Michigan, I went up that way. I went
we are out of Michigan. Okay.
I went up through Michigan, and Coonan's is definitely something to check out. Absolutely, yeah, it's delicious.
Yes, I was going to Drunken one. Striker comes out. I think it usually comes out in the fall, so it may not be out right now. Drunken one. It'll probably be out towards the fall of this year. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a double IPA if you like IPAs.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So
I got a beer from Coonan that I have to save for a milestone.
Yeah.
Because I was drunk. I was drunk when I ordered it. I was like, yeah, I'll take one of those. No problem. And I was like, I'll take two. I was like, no, my buddy wants one too. No problem. Yeah. I was drunk. It's a 12-ounce bottle, right?
Right.
$32 a bottle.
Ooh, that's a steep price. Better be worth it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'll trash it if it's not. Yeah, I'll run them into the ground up and down if it's not. But I had a good time. The Drippa, the rice double IPA was delicious. I'm actually gonna try to make. I'm not actually gonna try to make a Drippa at my house now because of that. Because I got the home brewing challenge that I do every year. So
yeah,
I'm gonna try to do something like that this year. It's very delicious.
It was funny when I got KBS. I thought, I was like $7.99 for a 12-ounce bottle. And then I went online, and saw how much people were paying in other areas. I'm like, well, I guess I can't bitch about that. That's actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And actually, our place here, they were like, well, how many do you want? I'm like, oh, there's no limit? Okay, well, Which I need to go back and see if she still has some, actually.
I bought a case. The case I bought was $140.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that probably saves a little bit. So $140 is okay.
Start having like part of your check direct deposited to the liquor store. I'm gonna get direct deposit over here for my credit account.
Baby, I just did the credit card, just slip it and forget it. You know what I'm saying?
But I think this weekend I want to get out and get.
I would love to try the what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Try to what?
What are you trying to do?
No, I was gonna say I want to get out and do some more on location reviews. So I think
that's awesome.
I may visit a few more places. I know I'm going to a place Tuesday to meet a buddy, and they got like some beer stuff. So I might try to do some more on locations type stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
No,
it's fun to get out there and do that stuff. It's kind of funny that when you're there,
are you gonna show me like the local
you got your camera out and you're recording stuff, and they're like,
yeah,
oh, you do beer? What do you do? And they're like, well, what kind of beer would I like if I like this? Blah blah. And it's like they're asking you questions, like, lady, I don't work here. I'm just saying I do beer reviews.
You know what? Nice. No. Hold on a minute. Like I get the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones to where it's like when I sit down and do the reviews, it's one thing when I'm on location.
Yeah.
I actually talk to him for like 15, 20 minutes and give him a breakdown,
Yeah.
For me, it's more of education.
Yeah.
I don't know if for you, Rod.
Yeah, I mean, it's education and it's fun. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's funny just because when I first started doing it, I'm like, I feel like I'm like this super geek or something out there doing this or whatever. But then like when people start watching it and they're like paying attention and they're like, so you like this because this does this and this, and I usually drink this. They start asking you questions and it's like, wow, I guess I am kind of a connoisseur, professional, whatever you want to call it, like beer drinker. So but yeah, like some of the places I do it at, they love when I come down there now. And like they come down there and they know who I am. They come in, you want to sit blah blah blah, wherever you want to go, Some of the restaurants are like, hey, we got new beers and try this one. And it's like, okay.
I haven't got that yet still. I'm still in the geek area.
Yeah.
I guess it's because I'm a newcomer.
I think it's repetition. The more they see you and you're actually doing it, like at some of the places, Like I go into one of the places, my wife hates going there when we go to dinner because it's like the guys that owns it and the bartender talking to me like the whole time for the most part, and they're like, "Have you had this beer? Here, check this out." They're bringing me different samples. I'm like, hey,
That's
you got
never, no, believe me. If you find a place where they want to talk to you and associate and this and that, go there again and again and again because that's exactly.
No, I totally agree.
They'll say you got an Upland Brewing glass. I'm like, no, well, you do now. So they're like always. It was just kind of cool. So you're in there and you're doing stuff and you're talking to people, and I get people like sitting next to us and they'll see like, why is this guy getting all the attention? They'll start asking me questions. My wife was like, can we just fucking eat dinner? It's like,
no, we can't.
This is all part of what I'm doing right now.
Oh, yeah. How about this? How about this? Do you want to walk home?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
But it's like you go to these places and it's fun. I mean, it's all a hobby right now, and I'm enjoying it. So you go out there, you have a good time with it. Drunken One says $140 will make a shitload of homebrew. Well, yeah, that would make a shitload of homebrew for sure. Well, what are you doing? You're doing 5-gallon batches, Lance. Well, homebrew.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I do 2.5 gallon batches.
So what? I do 5. As a response to Drunken, the Drunken One, I like KBS. I don't have time to homebrew right now, so I went for the fucking gold. Yeah. I just went for the fucking gold.
Yeah.
Well, home brewing is. I'll be the first one to admit this. It's been on the table for at least 2 years, at least for me.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones where too many people ask me to do it.
Yeah.
And I finally got into it, and it's one of those ones where it's not necessarily time consuming, but it's one of those ones to where there's a lot of care involved. And
yes. It's both. It's both.
I mean, if you like to cook, then usually homebrewing is something. If you like beer, you can actually adapt.
Well, the problem is I have a beer right now in the fermenter, second fermentation with bourbon, with oak. I aged it in a pumpkin for my Halloween beer. I aged it within a pumpkin. I was like, fuck it, wild yeast, boom, in a pumpkin. It's sat in that fermenter ever since October.
What's the longest time you actually fermented a beer?
Right there. It's been in there since October. Like, it might be complete shit when I pull it.
That's a long time, yeah. I was gonna say for me, I think the longest I've done is like 4 months on the lager.
Yeah, no, in October, right there.
Most I've ever done is 2 weeks. Like, I have my second now, and it's one of those ones where I'm actually the second one I'm doing right now. I'm actually scared.
Yeah, see, I've done a specialized lager, and it took like a while. So I usually do lagers in the winter because I put them in the garage, and it stays cool enough for the yeast and everything.
Yeah, well, I've done a lot of brews. I've done a lot of brews by now.
Yeah.
And you've done imperial stouts on bourbon where I let it sit for 6 months, and I did this, and I've done that, and I've done this, and I've done that. This one, though, is just sat in there, and I figure it's going to be a while there.
Have you taken a reading on it to see if it still is needed to be fermented?
I blew the dust off once. And I was like, you know what? I just don't feel like it. And I just let it sit
Drunken
there.
Wine, he does 10 gallons at a time. And he definitely does lots of cleaning for sure. And I agree. I mean, I think when Lance, it might have been Lance that had the thing on his when he started home brewing. And I talked about sanitation being one of the most important things you got to do.
Well, yeah, when you're,
I see so many guys go wrong.
Well, the number one thing is you don't give a fuck. When you start home brewing, you're like, fuck it, I'll cough in this and I'll piss in this and fuck this, and it doesn't matter. When you start home brewing, it's an amazing thing. I'm home brewing. I just itch my shit and shit in the
No, hold on there a minute.
It's great. Hold on. However, the problem is once you get to a certain part in home brewing, everything changes.
Yeah.
And you need to be absolutely sterile. Everything in your house needs to be like when you first start going, you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just do this and do that. You're like, la la la.
And that's a mistake. Yeah.
And like you start going, you're like, everyone leave now. Like, and you get the hazmat suits on, you pull down the curtains, and like you shot back the whole room. Like, this is serious. We're in the brewing stage. Like,
No.
So night and day.
Yeah. No. It's like someone like me. I got into home brewing backwards. All right, it's one of the ones to where I started as a reviewer, and I got begged to do it, and I finally started to do it.
Well, that's how I did too.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones to where, you know what? It's one of those ones to where it's like I knew going in, knowing a lot of people here in town that either does it or have breweries themselves.
Yeah.
They told me exactly what to do.
Yeah.
And my first brew is like, it turned out all right. I mean, it's out of a kit. I'll be the first to admit that.
But that's fine, but you're learning. You're learning the process. Everybody starts out of a kit.
Yeah,
I didn't like macro shield.
Yeah.
My second one is an American cream ale, right? It's actually in the second ferment right now. I go to check it yesterday, and I think I fucked up. I really think I did.
You will, and I'm as a home brewer, I will say this right now. You will fuck up 10 times more beers than you will ever get right.
I've never fucked up a beer.
No.
Shut the fuck up, Rob.
I made like 12 different beers. But I'm precise that way. I sterilize everything down. If I'm going to start with a steel spoon, that motherfucker is so sterilized. Fucking Marcus Welby can use it.
It's not experimentation. It's not sterilization. It's experimentation.
Experimentation on the sterilization, baby.
I gotta do this. I gotta try this. I gotta try that.
No, what I'm saying is like I go to check it yesterday, and it's like just the haphazard look at it, and it's one of those ones where being American cream ale, it looks like a nut brown ale.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told you, like all that stuff comes into play, like with temperature, with the sterilization, all that stuff, and it's a matter of how you set everything up. Now,
do you do crash schooling? Do you crash school everything?
The only time I crash cool is on the initial. That's the only time I do it because, like, when I make the brew, like, I have to throw in the sink to cool it down fast because if I do it naturally, it takes me 10 hours.
Okay,
My apartment's ultra tiny. I have no choice in far as that situation.
Well, the one thing you should do before you actually rack over into secondary is crash cool or bottling crash cool because it'll clear your beer out and it'll leave more shit for the bottling. Then you can drop all your fucking sediment, like the nice sugars and stuff in there. And then when you have a clearer beer at the end with nice carbonation. Now, you should crash cool before that.
Now, my question would be is like, this is my second brew, is like I'm brewing out of a kit. Like I decided to go liquid yeast in this situation. It's like when I decided to go liquid, I took a week to do it, right? But it was still fermenting strong.
Right, it will. Different yeast.
But if I had to flip it because of scheduling reasons, was that a bad move?
Well, you don't want to flip. You mean like take it from primary to secondary?
Yes.
Okay. You want to do primary once primary starts slowing down. Once you've been about 12 days. Yeah, about 12 days when primary starts going, okay, it's starting to slow down. You see that yeast cake on the bottom, rack it over to secondary, sterilize everything, rack it over to secondary, let it sit. Then after that,
that's my whole thing. Is like because of scheduling reasons, because of my work schedule, I got given the bad situation where I had to flip it within a week, and I got put in a bad spot.
A week isn't enough to get that primary fermentation done, so you could rack it to secondary. Yeah, a week isn't enough.
Days, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
10 to 12 days would be the big bing, 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 bing. 10 to 12.
10 to 12?
Sorry, I didn't hear you right.
7 to 10, I thought.
I always do 10 to 12 because you know what? Just to be safe.
Yeah, go to the
let it get done. Let it get done. Rack it over. Then you go. And every time I've done an all grain beer ever since, all grain, every beer has been spot on beautiful.
Yeah, Drunken one says he lets his shit sit in the closet for about a week and a half. So yeah, so you're still about that same time frame.
So his week and a half though is like 2 weeks, 3 months. Like that's his.
How do you get that
so
math?
it works
How do you get
out
that
well.
math? Week and a half is so.
You know, he wakes up after 1 week and he's like, "I'm good," and I was like, "Dude, you slept for 2. It's all good. It's good."
Well, like that far out is like, okay. I know we're way off topic right now, but you guys are here right now. I asked a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
check the hydrometer.
I'm gonna drink it.
I agree.
I'm gonna drink this beer no matter what because I'm too deep into it, right?
Unless it's horrible. Because I mean, if it's horrible, sometimes you got to dump it back. I haven't had it happen. But I would think some people have had it happen if it's too bad. I had a buddy that tried to homebrew, and you couldn't even make a swallow because it was just so fucking highly carbonated.
I actually dumped more beers than I've actually drank.
No. I'll give it a chance.
There's nothing wrong with that if you dump it. I mean, that's part of the learning experience.
No, it's like it's one switch where I want to. And I don't know you guys watch my YouTube page very often.
I do. I watch it.
So you know exactly what's going on with me right now.
You're busy.
I have plans. Now the plans is executed at the end. I have no idea.
I do, yeah.
But it's one where after this brew, I'm gonna start experimenting.
That's what you need to do. It's fun. Do experimenting. Like, I'm going to take this big thing of fucking molasses, these coconuts, and I'm just dump it in there and see what the fuck happens. Like, yeah. Like, that's the whole point. That's when I have fun homebrewing. I'm going to take this half pound of coffee beans that I ground up and put them in the primary for no fucking reason. And then just dump all the beer on top of it. And you know what? That is the best tasting coffee beer I've ever made in my life because everyone said, don't do that. I did it, and it turned out great.
You know, like
I always experiment with beer, so.
No, like I understand, like, you gotta take chances in this game, right? I totally understand that. But, like locally here, the brewers and the owners I've talked to, because they respect me and I respect them so much, they said to me, it's like, you know what? Tread carefully, because they know I'm gonna do something with a pressure cooker.
Oh shit!
That's what they told me. Well, don't
blow yourself up. What the hell?
No. Okay, hold on a minute. No. I would raise my grandparents. They know what that thing is.
Yeah.
Like, I know better than to put something in there and just walk away. I know that. All right. I'm not going to kill myself.
Do you keep your recipes and everything too?
Well, number one, the most important thing you have to understand, if you're going to kill yourself, do it on video so we can put it on Facebook.
Yeah. Well.
God damn it.
You got to get the like.
Come on now.
Got to do it for the record.
If you ever keep your recipes though, a good spot to check out is actually Brewer's Friend. And they have sheets.
God damn it. Okay, just take my fucking information and just
keep
give it
your shit for yourself.
Now, unlike the Beersmith, is like, there's a difference.
Yeah.
No,
there's a difference. There's also a couple websites where I just want to say that way you can track what you're doing.
Brewer's Friend is so much better.
But I've made Honey Paler. I called it Sweet Hell. Sweet Hell was an IPA. That one actually came out. my original gravity was 1.077. By the time I bottled, it was 1.025. So it ended up being an ABV of 6.83. That was actually one on the low side, by the way. The Portacious, I called it, which was a porter, ended up being 8% ABV, 1.095 original gravity. I had the Chocolate Delight, 1.097 original gravity. That was actually a dark ale. And what's the other one I had here? I had one that was like 13%, I think.
13%?
Oh, I'm a big guy. I like shit that's hearty. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough.
But it was like a Mexican style thing or something I did. Oh no, it was 11%. It was the
Rod, big guys can jump fences.
I called it the Pepperlizer. And it was 1.120 original gravity. By the time I bottled it was 1.036. ABV was 11.03.
I did a.
But it's a
brewer's
good
friend.
sheet to track your stuff.
I did a brewer's friend quad, and the quad is what's in that bourbon barrel aged pumpkin ale right now. I called it the Ichabod Quad because it's a pumpkin beer, so it's like Ichabod, you know, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, that's the Ichabod.
The Ichabod Quad, bourbon barrel aged. And then I did. I have one that I haven't brewed yet. I have the grains for it, and then it's basically a parabola quad. It's not a parabola quad. It's a parabola clone. So I'm gonna give parabola. I give a parabola a go, and that is gonna be the base beer for a half bourbon barrel aged, half red wine aged mixed blended beer called Ultimate Sin.
I called this one the Nutty Hazel.
Now I have a question for both you guys. Like, if you're gonna do a clone, now I understand a clone's a clone if you're doing two to
I never do clones though because I want to make my own shit.
No, I'm getting here. Hold on a minute.
Calm down.
There's ones where like you want to pave your own path with it.
You got to mix it up.
Right.
I mean,
you want to mix it up and give it your own little twist.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. It's like I'm new into this game, so you guys got to tell me.
Like anything that you enjoy, put it in every fucking beer you ever make.
Right.
There's no beer that I never put molasses and coffee in. Like, it's in there. It's a Hellas, molasses and coffee. Fuck you. And that's
take
the way it is.
Like it. You take it and you like it.
It's Zero Fucks Given Brewing Company.
Yeah.
And that's the greatest beer for a brewing company ever. Zero Fucks Given Brewing. Because I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm doing what I want.
Fair enough.
Actually, the best brewing company is Battered Wife Brewing Company. You'll told her twice, double black-eyed IPA. That's the best name for a beer ever. But I'm just saying, Zero Fucks Given Brewing Company is fucking amazing. I actually should copyright that today.
No, I just want to get in a situation to where, like, if I start doing this seriously and I decide 2 years down the road where, like, I want to do something, I don't want to get into the gimmick game. You know, that's
right. Oh, the number one thing that you need to realize is no matter how professional you get, never do it seriously.
Because then it becomes more of a job type thing.
No, I want to have fun. No, I understand what you're saying.
But Lance,
professionally and seriously are two different things.
Lance, make sure you check out the link on my Facebook page. If you did want to go ahead and do it, I got a link on there where there's a thing where you can actually become a home brewer for less than $5,000.
Ew.
You should be able to become a home brewer for
I'm saying,
I did
not a home brewer, but to be commercially licensed and how you can contract brewing.
Wow.
Yeah. So like Tanya was happy to see that link on there, but there's a link on there that I put on the Facebook page, which if you're watching is Rajay BeerVentures on Facebook, and there's a link about how you can actually be a contract brewer for under $5,000.
Did I just watch that like live on the air right now? Like, which is Rajay Beer?
Okay. So Rod, understand something.
Yeah.
When I get to that point, it's like I want to be one of the ones where like I want to get to a point where like I can open something, but contract brewer, quote unquote, in the camera, gypsy brewing. I don't necessarily want to do that unless I have a contract like Circle K or something like that.
Yeah, you won't be a gypsy brewer where you are because you don't have the hairstyle and you don't have a big earring. So you can't be a gypsy brewer.
Understand.
Hey, anything's possible, you know?
Understand. Some people have actually started that way and you can go on to your next thing. I'm just saying there are steps out there. And as a matter of fact, Travelers Brewing has done a pretty good job doing being a gypsy brewer.
It's the hip thing to do.
So I'm just saying, if you're looking at how you can contract brew, I got a little link out there.
Well, let's. I gotta say this. sorry, guys. Let's just calm down for one second.
Dusty Rose again.
No, we're gonna have a serious talk, guys. I need to really talk to you right now because guess what? Gypsy Brewing Company and contract brewing companies are the same thing.
Yeah, true.
Well,
and you know what? You just need to shut up because I'm just gonna say I love you and I want to have sex with you already. But I just want to say something really quick. That contract brewing companies and gypsy brewing companies, they're the same thing. Yeah. And if you don't like contract brewing companies, you need to shut the fuck up. If you drink licensed brewing companies, they're the same fucking thing. Thank you, and have a good day. Goodbye.
Fair enough.
You know, my Northeast expansion, I use cinnamon sticks.
You can give me your cinnamon stick every fucking day, buddy.
And vanilla cream. I forgot what I used in some of this shit. Vanilla drops.
Now you like a seasonal, or you might have a Christmas sale for our cinnamon sticks.
No, it was just a cinnamon stick for the flavor, but I think I used it from Brewer's Best. I got their cinnamon sticks to put into that one.
The problem is they're not free organic trade cinnamon sticks. So actually, small African children had to harvest those, and then you probably put children in your brew. They probably in the mix.
It was African children, not like Philippine children.
No. What's going
on around here?
From Africa, you have to understand where the fucking vanilla, yes, but those little bit of cinnamon, no.
The hops I used was Australian Galaxy on that one. I got to get back to making.
That's fake.
But the main thing is, hey, Lance, if you're making brews, track your recipes so you know what works and what you like and
It's beautiful. That's the best thing about that. It's so great. Just track your recipes, write everything.
Because you want to make sure you know what you're doing there, and that way you can scale up if you need to.
Even if you have ideas that you want to try later, write them down. Write everything down. Just document. That's the number one thing that I've always been wrong with.
Do you know your boil times and everything? Like when you're putting boil times and stuff?
No, here's what I do, because my apartment's so small. Like, as far as boil times, I have an idea because everything's electric in my apartment. It's one of those ones where I got an idea what I can do and how much time I have.
Yeah. You got to be precise in brewing.
What's your in general? What's your bitterness range? What do you like for bitterness? The more, the least.
Okay, if you're looking at the IBUs, like right now, I'm trying
in the mouth.
I'm sorry, what's that?
In the mouth that you can actually feel the bitterness.
Like, do you like it real heavy bitter? Do you like it light? Are you more of a malt forward guy or more of a hop guy?
Okay, like here's my thing. I can only taste up to 85, right?
Actually, you can taste up to 500.
But
500.
I mean, that's a low number, but
depends on where your palate is, yeah.
But it's like one of those ones where, like, since I'm home brewing, I try to keep it around the 40 to 60 range.
So you're more malt sensitive. You want more malt than you want hops.
Yeah, like that's not actually answering my question. Do you like bitterness in the mouth or not? If you do not like a lot of bitterness, start your brews at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
do not do more than 1 gram.
The hops aren't in the boil as long. Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm sorry for the sponsor question, but you're right.
Yeah.
You're like
bitterness. If you're doing like a 60-minute boil, you have the malts going, right? But you want the hops, you'll drop them into the 30-minute mark or 25 or whatever, so there'll be less bitterness effect.
Do less than if you like a little bit more hop character without that bitterness. Do a 30-minute boil with that, drop it at about 30, and do it less than 0.75 grams of hops and less. And then at 15 minutes, 5, 10, whatever you want to do, add some more to give it a little bit more oomph, depending on what beer you're brewing.
And
I used to do that. I used to do a 60. I used to do a 75. I used to do a hop per 15 minutes.
Ooh.
They were very, very brutal beer.
Punch in the face.
My whole thing is like, okay, maybe because I'm biased, I'm a reviewer, but my whole thing is like, when you start getting like the multiple hops, it takes away from the beer itself. That makes sense?
It depends on
that sounds
beer.
very, very hop.
I mean, if you like the hops and it's balanced right, you can still have a high hop level and still enjoy
The best thing is like you want a little bit of Tomahawk or Warrior in there. Just to give it a little spicy. Yeah, just to give it a little spicy back. Know your hops.
Well, maybe
research. And the best thing you can do is buy a shit like 10 different hops, like 1 gram. That's it, like 1 gram of hops. Take a little time, buy about 10 grams worth of hops, and mix it up. go to your house
Yeah.
when you have time, just before you go to bed, make a hop tea. Just a little, like instead of putting the tea in the little ball, the infuser, put hops in there. Make a hop
the
tea.
kombucha then. Okay.
Yeah, but you can taste the hops, and you can taste exactly which warrior hop does what, and then you can taste the hops. And by the way, before that fucking bed, you'll get really relaxed because hops are a cousin of marijuana. You won't get the THC, but you'll get the relaxation of the hops.
No, and
baby, you get that relaxation, baby. They can't say that if you're Dusty Rose. Relaxation.
Lean back.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying, and that is the best way to taste hops. Some people go, no, you just put the hop in your mouth and you chew it. Fuck you. I'm a pussy. I don't do that. Make a hop tea.
One of the things I tell people, like they ask me, like, because I've homebrewed, like people that are looking at homebrew that I've talked to, is like go to your local store and go and actually try to smell the hops there.
Yeah, or smell it.
Feel the
I'll tell you
hops.
what,
because you want to know what the different ones can actually offer. I think personally, like we all do like the beer reviews that we look at beers and stuff. In my opinion, I almost feel like those that actually brewed beer are a step ahead of the ones that haven't, because you actually have your hands involved and you're actually involved in the process. You're smelling the hops, you're smelling the yeast, you're doing all that stuff.
Well, something like me is like, I'm a noob, so it's like, I'm hampered, and everybody's helping me out. It's like,
you need to experience it. Get your dick in there.
I would even go look. You could even go look and get like Paul said, get like 10 packs of hops or whatever. Open them up and smell them and feel them and get to know how those actually hops work.
Don't buy a certain hop from a certain variety. Expand.
Right.
Falconer. By the way, Falconer's Flight is 3 different hops mixed together. I will give you that. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm coughing. But there are people who make smash beers with Falconer's Flight. I said, Falconer's Flight are 3 different fucking hops. Excuse me. Like, how do you make a smash beer with Falconer's Flight? Is that happening right now? Like, a smash beer is 1 hop, 1 malt. Like, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid?
Sound like the chef of the Muppets or something there. Like, you're fucking
sorry. Excuse me. Are you fucking stupid? Like, what is this happening right now?
But away from the hops, the other thing is get to know your yeast as well, because different yeast reacts differently. Different yeasts for different temperatures. You have to know how to actually.
There's certain yeast that are like perfect for every temperature, and there's some yeast that are very finicky. I love an English yeast.
And I love experimenting with a different yeast to see what it does.
Yeah, the good thing you guys brought that up. It's like I'm in my second brew right now. I flipped to a liquid yeast for personal reasons, right?
So you need to hydrate it and everything too if you did liquid.
Yeah, I have my aerators in storage, but it's like it's one of those ones where that's why my American cream ale is. I trace that back to it might come out bad. Yeah, because the yeast I used, it was a liquid. But I didn't sit long enough because, it was working after a week. But for scheduling week reasons, I couldn't do anything.
The problem is if you use it, like for instance, if that yeast had a lot of working time and you were straining it because the sugar was so high and the yeast can't handle it, you get off flavors from that too. But what you need to do is you need to get some kind of killer yeast, some kind of very high alcohol gravity. Yeast that can handle that. Worried about that. Yes. And you need like any kind of hard I always think an English ale yeast cleans up a beer pretty nice. If it's already half fermented, an English ale yeast cleans it up, it gives it a soft, fruity ester, and gives you a nice clean finish. Okay. A British or English ale yeast. And a California Common will do the same thing. It'll just give you a little bit more yeastiness, that yeasty breadiness, a must with that breadiness, that fruitiness rather.
And
it's just a little different.
One thing that Drunken One added, he says Safel 05 rocks, which I agree. I've used that as yeast in beers. And that's actually a good
Well,
piece.
any 05 or 04 is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're using dry yeast, 05 or 04 always seems to work out pretty well for me. It's not complicated. It's
Or
just something that you need.
he says like Nottingham, he can eat the chrome off a bumper. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you got to get to know this stuff. So you get that's what I like about like.
I'll tell you what.
When you're actually involved and you're doing it, I just think it gives you that extra advantage to actually know what's actually happening with the beer.
Are you subscribed to SJ Pour yet?
Yes, I am.
Pour?
I am.
Not you.
I'm not.
Oh, not me? Okay.
You need,
to
subscribe. SJ Pour. He's my buddy from Pennsylvania. He is the salt of the fucking earth. And even though he looks like a scary redneck, he will be the most helpful person in the world. If you ask him a question, he will answer it. He has a homebrew shop, the whole deal. SJ Pour is one of my brothers from another mother, if you know what I mean. So he's my older brother, much more gray than I am.
The non-Iranian brother.
Old bastard. Yeah, he's non-Iranian like I am, but he's still my brother from another mother. Yeah, my mother had to like shove turds down a hole for some reason, but he actually has a real toilet. And yeah.
But Drunken One also says dry yeast has more cells than liquid, so.
Yes, it does. It has a little bit more viable.
All my batches I use dry yeast, so.
And that's the thing is, like some people tell you don't aerate when you use dry yeast. I've always aerated when I use dry yeast.
Yeah.
I've always.
That's the thing. Is like good you brought that up. It's like I brought aerating earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, as a cook, I was taught to aerate. You know.
Well, you aerate, you degas. You either aerate or you degas. It depends on what you're doing, but you always do it. Like they say, do it.
You got to do it.
Like that's
do it.
Do it.
Do it to get satisfied.
Like,
whatever it is, do it. Do it to you.
Come on now. Stop being sexy, Rod. Just stop it.
Sorry, I had a flashback to the 70s there. But anyway, go ahead.
Especially if you're dealing with like wine, they always say degas, degas, degas. You have to do it. You have to do it. But beer is one of those little areas where they say, no, you don't need to. And then someone say, oh, you do need to. Like, okay, what am I dealing with? Give me a fucking answer here, people. Like, does it work? Does it not? Does it this? But they say if you use liquid yeast, you have to degas because the more oxygen in the beer, the more viable liquid yeast is.
Right.
However, with dry yeast, they say you do not need to degas and get a viable yeast consumption. However, I have done aerating with dry yeast, and I noticed I have had a better turnout with my beer. And that doesn't mean good or bad, but it just
but if it fucking works, I would do it. Yeah.
It works. Like if you have a system that works, do not delineate from the system.
Right.
That is the number one thing I can say. If you have a system that is working for you, do not delineate from the system.
So it's not broke, don't fix it philosophy then.
If it's not broke, do not fix it. As a maintenance man, I can tell you flat out, if it's not broke, don't fucking fix it.
Like, you got to believe in the process. Like I have people that brew and they're like, well, he did this or he did that. I was like, dude, you're interrupting the process. You got to believe in what the fuck you're doing there and let it go. Just leave it alone.
There are people who have literally done the same process, even though it contradicts modern styles for 2,000 fucking years, but yet it works every time they do it.
Yeah.
Even though it contradicts modern styles. And people love the beer. People will keep buying that beer. You know what? It works then. Fuck it. Do it. And here's the number one thing. Beer. This is a beer review thing. And this is a home brewer thing. If you brew a beer in Pennsylvania, and you brew a beer in Cincinnati, and you brew in beer in down where Holly is with the nice butt, didn't say that online. I will say, by the way, you will brew a different beer, even though you follow the same instructions.
Right, you get different things that'll change up, especially like the water alone. That could be different.
Water.
That's a cooking thing.
Yeah.
It's a cook. It's called terroir. It's a French term. It's called terroir. It's the sense of the place where you are in the food that you cook, or the beer that you brew, or the wine that you brew. It's the sense of taste in the place you are, and it should change. If your beer doesn't change no matter where you are in the world, you're drinking a chemical swill.
That's what Budweiser is. I totally understand that.
Thank you. Goodbye. The end. I'm out. You've been a great audience, folks.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, you're going to have different, and that's why there's times where people revisit some of the beers because there's different batches that come out. The Oberon you may drink this year isn't going to be like the same possibly that it was last year.
Yeah, if you didn't get the same crop, if you didn't for God's sakes, if you live by the ocean, you should taste the ocean in what you drink.
Right.
The vines and the this and the this and the this has been fed by that salt water.
Right.
It's gonna be in your brew. It's not mental. It's really in there.
Yeah.
And if you send that beer to another company and they taste it, if they don't taste that, I'm sorry, they're fucked. Like it's just one of those things. Like they're in there. Like the thing is, and a lot of the places, the thing is, if you drink brewing beers from different countries, I don't know if you ever done this. Have you ever had a Burton upon Trent beer?
I have not. But I've had stuff from UK and Germany and France.
Yeah. If you have a Burton upon Trent beer, it will have a very mineralistic taste to it.
Okay.
The Burton upon Trent water is solely richly mineralized that you'll get a copper coin. You'll get a little bit of a saltiness in there. You'll get the mineralization of the water. And they add brewing salts to German beers made in America. Why? Because the German water has more minerals. You get that mineralization. You get that copper coin. A metallic note, almost a rusty copper coin. Those notes. It's a thing that happens culturally with the water. It's called terroir, and it's something that people
say that
do
so
not
fancy.
Terroir. It's terroir. And the thing is, the one thing is people don't understand or appreciate of beer is it's a taste of where you are. It's an experience. Right. It's a culture. It's something that divides people from places. If you cannot understand that, you cannot appreciate beer.
Yeah.
That is the most pretentious I've ever sounded on camera.
Yeah, and I got it on my channel, so that's cool.
But that is a fact. It's a fact.
But like Drunken says, he has like well water, so he can make a mean ass stout. So the water plays a big part of it. Yeah.
Except for all the hookers dissolving in my backyard. Except
the
for
hookers
that.
in the bodies that they bleed into the water. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It has a different flavor. It's acquired taste.
Yeah.
This one seems a little more gamey, Paul. What?
I filled her up like a fucking ragdoll before I put it down. She looked like a pinata ready to burst full of cum before I buried her, so she's gonna have a little bit of a salty touch to
Puts
her.
the lotion in the basket, right? Puts the lotion
in the basket. But yeah, I honestly, for a home brewer, for anyone who enjoys beers that is watching this, what I just said is absolutely fucking true. And it's that I hate to say this, companies, who buys them, what ingredients they use, blah 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 blah. It all gets overshadowed. Everything gets overshadowed. Like, look, nobody looks at where they're from, and they don't look at the soil, the water quality. Yeah. That is what gets overlooked after beer, after beer, after beer. Where they're from, the terroir, what they're supposed to taste like, and everybody overlooks that.
Yeah.
They say, oh, it's a stout, so it should taste like this. Well, where is it from? Yeah. What is the water quality like? What is this? And the thing is, that's what an educated palate will always look for.
Right.
The funny you bring that up because, like, when I look like a stout, for instance, I always look from the water standpoint first. So you're absolutely correct in that, because I want, if I take the craft beer in general.
Say, Lance is my new best friend.
This is what happens on my channel. We make connections.
We make connections.
There's one of those ones where it's like, okay, it starts with water. Everybody knows that, right? But it's one of those ones where if I drink a craft beer, I don't care who's it from.
Doesn't matter.
I don't want gimmicks. I want to tell me a story.
But you always get the gimmicks too. Except for Homs, because they don't have enough money to actually put gimmicks on the labels.
No, I understand that part, you know. They do what they do, you know.
But you want the story. You want the story, right? Yeah.
One day, my grandfather came from Germany. He shot a nun, and I came to America and made a beer. There we go. You drink this.
Well,
this
who
is
doesn't
made from
like the good story with the beer? I mean, it's kind of like when you go get a beer. Like we talk about some of the beers.
Like Budweiser,
we were talking about like
the big lie.
We were talking about the Ralph's beers, how good the Ralph's beers are.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it tells a story when you're drinking it, you're enjoying it, you're kind of feeling like you're thrown back into this. Yes.
Yeah, you're I'm back in Bamberg. I'm at a Raskela drinking a Rauchbier at Bamberg with the beach smoke malts, and I'm getting that culture.
And it's like if somebody comes over and talks to you, it's like, don't fucking talk to me right now. I'm enjoying this beer.
I'm in Bamberg.
Absolutely.
Why are you here right now? Just leave me alone with my beer.
And then,
like, yes, I know I'm drinking and driving. Just wait a second. Hold on.
No,
I'm in Bamberg right now.
And it's one of those ones where, like,
tell that story. You want to. That's how you. I mean, you know, when you have a good beer because you have that kind of feel. I mean, you're sunken into that beer. You're really enjoying it.
Oh, I remember
the flavors coming out. You're bringing back the memories of the beer. You know, there's some beers you have, and I think back to that. That one that I had, the Ox whatever, that Dean did the review on as well, that smoke beer.
The Ox and Colorado.
It is like, I'm drinking it. I'm like, I should be in front of a wood. I should be in front of a wood-burning stove right now. That's how good this beer is.
Ox and Colorado.
I should have slippers on my feet and a pipe in my mouth.
It wasn't the green, right? It was the red. It was the Yerbach, right? The Yerbach.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's
remember that cafe in Paris? Remember that waiter?
Yeah.
John Luke.
It's like it takes you away on some of those. You really enjoy that beer, and then like some of those blah type beers, you're like, you know, it's okay, but it's not, you know.
Honestly, the most beers I drink, like 80% of them are blah beers. Anymore.
For the most part, but that's what makes it great when you get those ones that are outside. You know, like I told you guys like last week here, but the whole thing with beers is really on a bell curve. I work in the financial industry, so we talk about standard deviation. So there's like a bell curve.
Yeah, like I do it. I do the bell curve.
So most beers are like in the middle, and then some beers are on the outskirts of it. And when you get those outskirt beers, it makes it that much fucking awesome.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're not Cincinnati, the Cincinnati area, but it's like up there in Akron, I noticed this. Quality control or lack thereof.
What are you trying to say?
You're noticing that some of the breweries don't have a good quality control level?
Yes. Okay. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like before anybody say anything, hear me out.
Okay.
As a reviewer, you guys like Rod, you know this, but it's like, but other people like watch this later. I've been around for 3 years as a reviewer.
Mm-hmm.
There is stuff I have on tape right now I wouldn't dare upload.
For God's sakes, do it.
From beer reviews?
Yeah.
Do it.
Why wouldn't you upload it?
Do it. Do it.
Because they were bad beers?
No, out of respect to the industry itself, I won't do it.
But if you're going to be an honest reviewer, you upload
I called the owner of Appalachian Brewing Company a worthless fucking cocksucker on one of my reviews because it was so bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if you go that far, Lance, but still.
You should go farther than that because that was hold back. You should hear what I really get say when I get mad.
What I can say is I've told other owners or brewers that have sent me stuff, like I'll do a review, but I'm going to give an honest opinion. I'm upfront with them about it. If a beer isn't lackluster, I'm going to say it's lackluster. For instance, I had one that was from Arbor Brewing in Michigan. I like a lot of their beers. One of them I had. It was not all that great, and I put it out there. And the owner was like, you know what? You're not going to like every beer we do, so I totally understand that. You know?
Really?
Yeah. He was cool with it. He was like, you're not going to. I said it's not one that I would enjoy if you like this kind of stuff. Blah blah blah. But it doesn't have this, and this. And he liked that I pointed out some of the stuff with it. So you have to be honest out there.
It's one thing's like, if you want to point out and make it better, that's one thing. But it's not like bad and they're arrogant about it. That's so good. That's another thing, you know. That's my whole problem.
I mean, if it's a bad beer,
you gotta go.
Some people have done some of the breweries and it's just been a horrible beer, and they've said it was a horrible beer. I can't. What are you going to do? I mean, you don't work for the company. So you're giving your review or your take on it. The big thing is say, in my opinion, this is what I think of this beer. That's your opinion.
Yeah, this is the worst beer I've ever had. And I'd rather suck my fucking toenail fungus out of my fucking feet before I ever drink this again. And that's your own opinion. The thing is, I had an Arbor beer before.
Yeah.
It was the most boring beer I think I've ever had. However, the nuances were faint reminiscences of what should be in that. Like, I get fudge, I get this, I get that, I get those notes, but they're not in the beer to actually accent the beer.
Right.
Like, there's no depth to the beer. There's no depth.
It depends on the beer. I mean, no brewery or not a lot of breweries are going to hit 1,000 on all their beers anyway. So, you know, the big thing is, and I've had people comment on videos, they appreciate the honesty on stuff because that's what you want to be. You give your honest opinion on what you think of things. And then if it offends the brewer, that's on them. But you're giving an honest opinion on how you feel about it. And your people that follow your channel or look to you are going to start to gauge how your opinion usually is. And as long as it's solid, that's how they start to follow and believe in what you're saying. Like, you can't give every beer an A. Because every beer is not an A out there. So you got to be.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, you have to be able to gauge it. You can't really hold back too much if you have a bad beer. I'm not saying slam the brewer, but give your honest opinion. Like, this beer wasn't for me. I didn't feel like it had this, and this. And it's not one that I'm particularly.
Okay, no, hold on a second. You can body slam a brewer, but you better give an explanation why you slammed him.
Yeah, that's fine if you do that. As long as you
because I hate he wore a hat that I didn't like to a brewery, and I was like, "Fuck you, man." You know, that's gonna. Well, I'll tell you what, because guess what? There's other people like get A+ and like shit. That shit. That should really not get A+ still. There's a lot of world-class brewing reviewers out there that really give high scores and shit that is garbage. I'm just saying.
Let's not go there now.
I think as long as you give your points of why you feel the way you feel, I don't think a brewer's going to really jump down your throat that much. I mean, if it's something
I'm not really worried about that because, you know, the only thing that I can say is because he's an honest reviewer, the whole thing is because it's free. I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, I can just tell you that I have some friends that work in the industry, and they're like, one of them told me, he's like, you know, you got the best option because you're not like dedicated to anyone. So if you don't like something or you do like something, it's totally up to you and how you want to express it. You're not linked into our brewery. You don't have to say you like it, knowing this will. You say how you feel about it. That's it.
No,
so if I had you on the Revolutionary War side, like, I shouldn't get you because you're like turncoat, like you're not one side or the other. Like, come on, man. Like, I got beer over here. Come on, come with me, man.
No,
this side of the Delaware is so much better than the fucking British side, man. I'm trying to get you on my side, man.
No,
the British is gonna take us home.
I will say this.
You know what? God save the Queen. Come on,
come on. We got better opportunities over here.
Come on. Think about the 3/4 hats, man.
Don't you want a 401k?
No, like, I would say this. People, like, we're all guilty of this.
Yeah.
we all have our own biases, you know.
Sure.
We do.
Racist.
And it's like it's one of those ones where like we'll defend the individual breweries. Oh gee, I can't stop laughing. we defend our favorites to the end, you know.
Sure.
But we also call them out when needed, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
we
hard
always
on
done
Pennsylvania
that.
I'm so hard on them. Yeah, I really am. I understand. I'm so hard on Pennsylvania brewing companies. I'm so hard on them. I get it. Yeah.
I mean,
sorry.
The whole big.
I get it.
It's like when I do the reviews, I'm saying I'm honest as I can be. I tell people what I feel about the beer. It's all in my opinion. It's like why I don't do ratings on the video, because if you don't know the rating structure in my head, it's not going to help you. And I'll put it in the description what my untapped score maybe, but I'm not going to tell you the rating because then I have to tell you how I
ratings are just.
But your voice is honest. You have an honest voice about how you think about the beer.
I have to tell you how I do appearance. I have to tell you how I do aroma, flavor, palate, style, all that good stuff. And it's more detailed than that, but my thing is talk about the beer, what it has to offer, what you get out of the beer, and let people, if they want to enjoy it. It's like I'm more of a beer geek than a beer snob. Like I know some of the guys that are beer geeks and they look down at people because they drink the macros or whatever. I don't care if you drink a macro, big deal. If you like that beer, then drink it. But at the same point, don't say it's the same as a craft beer because they may have gotten as Paul would know the same score on a medal for different categories.
Totally right, You're totally right.
Yeah. Right.
Gold medal, baby. Gold medal.
This has a 4.5 and this has a 4.5, so they're about the same. No, it doesn't work that way.
No, okay, I will say this as a reviewer.
Mm-hmm.
And when I jumped
I don't
in,
need to say it anymore. You guys say it for me.
That's a reviewer.
I learned.
Go ahead, Lance. You gotta go. Paul will throw you off.
No, I'm good.
I learned a long time ago that I'm not going to learn everything. I totally agree. I totally understand it.
Not that you're not going to learn everything, but it's always a learning experience. So
Correct.
You're always improving. Okay.
And like the other viewers that remain unknown on this chat is one of those ones where like, well, no, this is and this is like, number one, I'm Mr. Forgetful. It's like I might touch a style for like for a year, then I'll jump back into it. Or one of the ones where you're like, you know what? I don't know the nuances of it. That makes sense?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to actually understand everything you're actually looking at. So you're not going to remember everything. But the more you do it repetition, the more you pick up on stuff. And honestly, some of the people that actually do some of the reviews, I think come across like they know a lot of the stuff, but they really don't. They're kind of guessing at it too, but it's kind of a way they deliver it that makes people think they actually know that situation as well.
Well, that's my whole thing. Is like, if you watch my reviews, so you know this is like, it's like if I don't really know, or it's been a long time since I reviewed it, I'll take a stab at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a go. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I tell
obviously, like if you don't go to a imperial style for 2 fucking years, you remember what imperial style tastes like. Like you have trust your own instincts.
Yeah.
If you're reviewers, you're Paul Revere and the Raiders. I'll tell you what. If your reviews contradict your own palate, then you're faking only yourself.
Yeah, because here's the thing:
if you
the people that watch your channel will know when you're actually being honest or not.
Yeah, just do your own thing.
Yeah.
If you only taste coffee, then you only fucking taste coffee. You know what I mean? That's the way it is.
It's like don't get in there like if someone says, this beer had this, and this. And you don't taste it, then don't say, well, blah, blah, blah. Like, I try not to read the labels before I do a lot of the reviews so I can get it. But you want to make sure that what you're giving is actually the truth of what you're actually tasting, because a lot of palates are developed. A lot of people are going to pick up some of these things. But what are you actually getting that actually drives you to like or not like this beer, or what this beer may be about?
Every beer that I do, I don't taste everything that's there. I don't. Like, oh, that's supposed to be there. Guess what? I don't fucking taste it.
I've had tasted stuff, and people go in their comments and they're like, you know what? I was trying to figure out what that was, and you said on your video, and now I recognize it.
Well, I was going to say this, like it's one of the ones where, like, if it says on the bottle, on like an official webpage, like it has this, and this, it's like when I do a review, I try to pick it out because it was stated.
But you're looking ahead of time. Don't look ahead of time.
But it's like if I don't taste it, I would say state that, you know.
But get the beer and taste it the way you taste it, and then go back into what they said about the beer.
And that's what I try.
And then you can say, well, I didn't pick this up, or I did pick this up, or I did pick this up.
And I've done it all the time.
Yeah. And that gives you a chance.
Yeah, like
to
what I
put
do
your
is
twist on
I
it.
do like, hey, it's Southern Tier 2X Smash, and I go, okay, open it up, pour it, and drink it, and be like, well, it says here that it's a double India Pale Ale brewed with only mosaic hops and special pale malts, which is a smash. Like Falconer's Flight, you little fuckers. And then, I'm thinking like, oh, it's pretty good, this and that, blah, 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 blah. But, like, I don't read beers.
I mean, it's like if I go into stuff and I'll do it, I'll pull up their bottle or can, it says, oh, with splash of citrus, but I'm like, no, I didn't get the citrus on this one. I just, the citrus is very light or very faint or whatever. They say citrus or they say lemon peel. But when you read it ahead of time, what ends up happening is your mind starts to think that that's in the beer. And that's what actually makes it more subjective than objective. That's why you don't want to read it before you get in.
Right.
And Drunken, your reviews do not suck. I like your reviews. Just keep doing what you're doing, dog. You're doing all right.
Yeah, that's the best aphrodisiac.
Yeah,
do what you're doing.
Yeah, just do what you enjoy the beer and just say what you feel about it. Like
Drunken One, his cock is now.
It's like Tim. Tim did a thing about trolls yesterday on his channel about people trolling. Like, don't worry about the trolls. We did a thing about trolls, but we had one troll in particular we were talking about. But
hey, if you have a troll, just make sure you put it in their ass and suffocate with a pillow. In the ass, sucking him in the pillow. Yeah,
trolls aren't doing shit but trolling your thing. They're not making a video. They're not talking about anything. They're just trying to piss you off. So fuck them.
Yeah, they want attention. That's the whole thing. If you want to give them attention, you know how to do it there. That's right. Duct tape and anal sex. That's how
just
you
like
give them
grandmas,
attention.
don't feed the trolls, right?
Don't feed them. Don't feed them. Don't feed them. Just don't feed the trolls. It's okay. That's right. Bury them, but don't feed them. And then the Cum Dumpster 69, she's a very special troll for me. She has I'm feeling about giving up beer and converting to whatever the fuck that is.
Mormonism. The Mormonism or just Mormon?
Yeah, just so I can get some cheap anal sex in the end. That'd be good. I like that.
Apparently she's married, so.
Well, that's okay. Anal sex is fine.
Surprising.
If you ever watch The Stand. If you ever read The Stand, you'll find out the Mormon is okay with anal. It can't be vaginal. So
speaking of Stephen King movies, they're about to have The Dark Tower come out, which looks pretty freaking awesome.
Oh, don't get me started on that. I'm a big Stephen King fan.
Dark Tower's coming out with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. It looks pretty good.
Please don't read your cycle of the werewolf
movies. Yeah. Don't get me started on that.
Well, it's about to come out. The movie's about to come out.
I'll tell you what. I'm with whatever his name is. I'm totally with him.
Yeah. I remember as a kid seeing Cujo. I was like,
Lance,
the only dog I've ever been bitten by in my life was a Saint Bernard.
Cujo.
And fucking Cujo was a Saint Bernard, and that kind of freaked me out when I watched that movie.
D. Wallace. D. Wallace. Oh,
when I was a kid, I was always told Saint Bernards bring you beer, and that dog did not bring me beer to bit me on my leg.
No, actually, they don't bring you beer; they bring you brandy. But actually, in a real medical kit, they bring you medical supplies because they're not all drunks.
What's this medical shit? Where's my shots?
Yeah, come on, man. I want a whole thing of brandy, motherfucker.
You're supposed to bring me shots.
I purposely got Avalanche so you could bring me brandy, and you bring me this? I'm not hurt, you
Drunken
dick.
One says, hey, wait, Cindy is my sister. She has a mustache.
Don't worry, I'll fuck her anyway. I'll fuck you too, you goddamn glue-eyed son of a bitch.
I bet Cindy's like on everybody's like channel. Yeah, have you gotten that yet, Lance? Have you met Cindy yet?
Not yet. He doesn't.
I have not yet.
Oh,
He hasn't been. He hasn't
You
been
will.
around enough. He doesn't have the badge of honor.
Yeah, you'll get the badge on her. You're growing. You'll get her at some point. Yeah.
I know I will.
Well, it's been really nice, guys. I guess I'll let you go. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, I got to get up early. Actually, it's like almost midnight here. So we're all Eastern. So yeah, it's midnight for everybody.
9.
I'll be over in the Ohio area again, probably mid-June, late June. So
Okay.
let me know what's going on.
Let me know. I got to go to French Lick like June 22nd or something, but let me know.
All right, I'll let you know when I'm through there, and we can hang out, do some beer reviews, whatever you want to do. So I'll talk to you later.
Definitely. Well, guys, and everybody that's watching, and we still got 2 viewers out there, which I don't know who you.
Well, do they want to see my dick?
I know Drunken One is one of our viewers, so we appreciate it, Drunken One.
Bye-bye, Drunken One.
Oh, by the way, if you are watching this and you're down to this point, I meant to do it earlier. Make sure you check out Cold Brew podcast out of Arizona and California. I was actually
Absolutely.
Ago, but they're actually some pretty good guys that do some beer reviews, and it's pretty good to check out as far as what's happening in the beer industry. They're on iTunes and what's the other one? Stitcher and all the different podcast stuff. But they're pretty solid. But if you haven't seen my website, check out www.rodjbeerventures.com. Rod J BeerVentures on www.rodjbeerventures.com.
Oh,
yeah. You can also check it out on Facebook. You can check it out on Twitter. You can check it out on whatever. But if you go to the website, it gives you all the links. And, of course, you're already on my YouTube channel. And, Paul, your station?
I am PA Brew News. Don't ever go there.
Don't ever watch his videos because they're pretty good. So he's our local Sasquatch. And Lance?
I'm Lance the Lush. Just look me up. It's real simple.
There you go. So we had Tom the Beer Whisperer on here tonight. Make sure you check him out. Make sure you check out Holly's Happy Hour. Holly was on. Make sure you check out well, Todd doesn't have a channel, so we don't have to say Todd's name.
No, Todd. Hey, Gene was on.
Don HP Air. Make sure you check him out. Anybody else I'm missing there so far?
I'm drunk.
Yeah, so make sure you check those guys out. Thanks, Drunken One, for watching. Make sure you check out Drunken One's channel. He has some pretty good videos.
Check out Drunken One and make sure that, guys, if you get too much to drink.
The craft beer community, we love you. Keep drinking good craft beers. We don't have an Erica Lyons fan here tonight to do the PSA, but hey, don't drink and drive. And we'll catch you next week. Cheers.
Right. Bye-bye.